But sometimes, right, his energy goes beyond the bounds of moderation, right?
Right.
The truth
But
is the truth. The
listen,
truth is like fire.
but
What kind
I
of
love that. Listen,
drugs?
check this. Listen, I love that brother too, man. I have known that brother Black Sheep for quite some time now. I want to say 2 years, if not a little bit more, since I've been on here. Got mad love for that brother. But it's no different, right? Melchizedek, he took the principal core teachings of that school system and he built this own institution centered around those philosophies and ideologies, etc. It's no different than the school of Malika or the school of the four Muslim schools of the East. It's no
Mm.
different. They took the
Are you
principal
talking
teachings
about the
of
four Bathabs? The Bathabs, the
right.
schools of thought.
Pardon. It's no different than them. They took the core principal teachings of Islam,
From
with El Islam,
Melchizedek.
El Islam, and they founded their own institutions. So people have been doing that for years, and we can actually see that with Jesus. I mean, if you look deeper into your
That's
Bible,
called priest work.
he
That's what we supposed to be doing. That's priest work. That's what we supposed to be doing, setting up our own orders. That's what we supposed to be doing.
so if you look at it, Jesus had his own institution. If you
Oh,
want to
they
be
gave me regular.
technical, he had his own institution because he told his disciples, "To you I give the secrets, the mysteries of heaven, and to others I give parables." So he was
Mm.
bringing people in, initiating them. He was giving them holy names. Like if you look at that Bible, Jesus was changing people names, giving them
Like
holy
my
names.
name is Hanif
You know.
Nail. That's my holy
So
name. My holy name is Hanif Nail.
so when you look at it, right, Jesus wasn't the only Christ on this earth when he was on this earth. In fact, it was Christ before him that was living
So
during his
where does
lifetime.
that leave Yaju? So where does that leave Yaju?
I can't speak on that man. God bless his soul.
Thank you. I respect
Um,
Yaju. My point exactly. My point exactly.
so
You teach.
when you look at this, right, it was a particular logo that Jesus had got when he was initiated. You want to get this book, The Aquarian Gospel of Jesus the Christ. And it says right here, the master, this is when he got initiated. The master took down from the wall a scroll on which was written down the number and the name of every attribute and character. He said, now, if you notice, even though this book is breaking down the initiation process that Jesus underwent, it's not giving you all the answers. It's not giving you everything. It's he's literally giving it to you, and it's encoded. I'm check out this. I'm gonna read it again. The master. He don't tell you who the master was. He don't tell you the name. We know the name of the master. The master took down from the wall a scroll on which was written down the number and the name of every attribute and character. He said, check this, y'all. The circle is the symbol of the perfect man, and seven is the number of the perfect man. The logos is the perfect word, that which creates, that which destroys, and that which saves. Seven is an important number. I got that logo around my neck. When you get initiated, when you are an initiate, you get this. It's a circle seven charm.
But I like to break down what initiation is. It's not so much organization or anything like that. It's actually spiritual.
No, there's two
So
kinds. There's two kinds. There's a
reach a
360 and a
spiritual
720.
level.
There's a no, there's spiritual initiation as well as a physical initiation. You feel me?
Well, when you get initiated, right, according to the indigenous manuscripts, and I, I'm giving y'all a cross reference so y'all can look it up. When y'all look at it, how it was set up by our ancestors, the Egyptians, the Moors, this is how it was set up. You had to undergo a physical initiation. You had to undergo that. You had to go to an institution. You
A
had to
school.
apply. You had to apply for membership. You had to be a member. You had to apply for membership. Somebody had to vouch for you because just because you apply for membership don't mean you're going to be accepted. You
Right.
had the proper membership. Somebody had to vouch for you, and then you undergo the initiation process if they deem you to be a worthy candidate.
Right.
If
So
they
All
deem
they
spiritual
gonna do, and all
spiritual
so,
they're gonna do,
initiation is
hold on,
different though.
bro, all they're
So
gonna do is
so
give you keys to the car. Now, if you
hold on,
don't know how to use them keys,
hold
you
on,
gonna
Black
be
Sheep,
it.
Black. Can I let me just land this plane real quick, right?
All right, go
So
ahead, Chief.
you have to physically go to this institution. You have to physically go to the school of thought. And when you physically see this physical initiation is symbolic to the spiritual initiation. Because guess what? After you become an initiate, they give you the spiritual lessons, the higher spiritual lessons. Why you think you familiar with the symbol of King David that the Jews used, the 6 pointed star, right?
hmm
What if I was to tell you that that's not really a 6 pointed star? It's two pyramids.
hmm.
One, look, check this. One, this one right here represents
Male.
him mastering higher knowledge, higher
Oh,
knowledge.
okay.
And this one, the lower pyramid, represents him mastering lower knowledge. As above, so below. Master of the higher knowledge,
hmm
master of the lower knowledge. You may see of us throw this symbol up, or this symbol right here. And then you may see the Masons, the Masons. Man, now I gotta. And for those who know that I actually been inside of a lodge. I got pictures of me there, so people know that I'm giving y'all
hmm
actual proof. Plus my
hmm
ring verify that too. So you may see a Mason first or more. We stand like this. We stand like this,
Right.
and then you will
Right.
see a Mason. They stand like this.
Right.
So
And
we
court too.
masters of the higher degrees of spiritual knowledge, wisdom, understanding. They are masters of the lower knowledge of this realm. Because they only got 33 degrees. They only got 33. So they masters of the lower. Only those who know what I just did. So
hmm
you you actually have to me and my ex-wife got initiated together the day before our wedding. The day before we got married. That was June 19th. It was the best experience ever, the initiation process. And like I say, when you get initiated, they give you a bunch of books that's not published. You will not find these books on Google. No, it's not a PDF file form. When you get these books, they tell you you must have a safe in your home, a safe. It could be
Mm.
the combination lock or it could be the one with the key, but you cannot have these lessons out. You cannot leave them around nobody, none of that. If you lose the lessons, kiss the
Mm.
baby, kiss the baby, kiss the goddamn baby. You gone.
Mm.
We got to get you out of there. Straight up. Kiss the baby and pet the dog. So this little thing of ours, this brotherhood, is extremely sacred and it's sacred. We cannot share the true name for God. We can't. You get what I'm saying? We can't. That name has to be, and even though we know it, we don't use it every day. We only use that name when um we going through complete hardship. Like it got to be a dear emergency to use that name because that name has so much power, and you cannot use it around babies. You can't use the true name for God around babies, and you can't use it around cats. The elders who initiate you will tell you if you have any cats in the home, take them to the uppermost part of your house. If you got children, take them up to the uppermost part. You cannot use that name around
Yeah.
babies and around cats. Cats are
They were
spiritual
even
protectors.
scared. They were
When
scared to use the name of God in the Torah. They made up a name, Adonai. You know, like because it would strike them. It would like. I mean, back then you could walk with God, you could see God, you could hear God. Like
we
if
but the
you
thing
said His name, He'd appear.
but you know what, apostle, we look, I'm gonna do a lesson on that. Matter of fact, I did one. It might still be available on the different social media platforms I've been on. I did a lesson on walking
All
with
you
God.
gotta do is say Aladdin. Aladdin is all about that. Aladdin.
So
See, it's
so
like consciousness. It's magic. Go ahead, Sheik. Do your thing.
So check out this. Like I say, the initiation, even though it's physical, is spiritually symbolic. You know what I'm saying? Like when they bring out the tools, like when they bring out the square and they bring out the compass, they bring out the hammer, they bring out the chisel.
These are
I'm sorry, y'all. They bring
magicians,
out the line. They bring
spiritual
out the plummet.
masters.
When they bring out those tools, it's symbolic. What has a spiritual lesson to it. So even though it's a physical initiation, the spirit it's more spiritual in nature.
The way I got initiated spiritually, I was just seeking, and I think I reached a spiritual level. You know, I didn't really go into an organization. I didn't do anything like that. But I mean, and I don't even know if I'm initiated for sure. But like, somebody
Who
just
spoke to
came
you?
to me, somebody that was actually initiated, and they were like, "You need to be initiated. Here's some knowledge." And they just gave me
About
some
what?
books, like the
About what?
Kabbalion and a lot of other stuff. And like as I was listening and reading it and stuff like that, I was just like, this is initiation because I've just reached a whole nother spiritual level through this knowledge. And it's a spiritual
You
thing
just
because
getting
they
in tune with the
continuously
Holy
send you
Spirit.
downloads,
Holy
whatever
Spirit.
entities and Akashic records is controlling all that. They give you knowledge of
That's the
everything.
Holy Spirit. The Akashic Records is the Holy Spirit.
No, not true.
I don't think so either.
I could show you. I could literally show you what the Akashic Records is.
Show me.
It's spiritual, but it's not the Holy Spirit. He can lead you there, but it's a matrix. It's the matrix. It's every thought,
What is the Matrix made out
word,
of? What's the
experience
Matrix made out
recorded.
of?
It's your
What's the
karma in
Matrix?
the Akashic
What's the
record.
Matrix made out of? What's the Matrix made out
I would
of?
say the Akashic records is probably, I don't know if it's
I
bigger
said,
than the Holy
what is the
Spirit, but
Matrix made out of? Don't try to divert now. You took me
what?
here. What is the Matrix made out of?
Codes.
Hold on, real quick. I need everybody, real quick. I'm gonna unmute y'all. Everybody follow Nunu the Bank. That is my founder of my family that I belong to. Y'all make sure y'all follow Nunu. Box 2. Click her, follow her. Support her. Do not give me all of the gifts that y'all thinking about giving me. Give it to Nunu the Bank. Please give it to my founder. Also follow Anti-Simp. He's anti-simp. He ain't down with that simping stuff. Make sure y'all follow him and give him too, man. Tariqa and Boxade is a part of the family too. Y'all make sure y'all follow her too, man. Follow my family, man. Follow the whole panel, but make sure y'all follow my beautiful family. Straight up. Also, hit that cash app, y'all. Hit that goddamn cash app. We got some cash apps that came in today, but hey, make sure y'all hit that cash app. I'm finna post it in the comment section. Big Chic alert. Send whatever, y'all. 50 cent, a dollar, $2, whatever. Make sure y'all donate to the cash app. Show love. Cause ain't nobody teaching y'all like this on this app. Nobody.
Now look. Okay, now what's the Matrix made out of?
I said codes.
No, it's electromagnetic energy.
I tell you
So
what it's
have you
made out
Made
of.
out of.
I could tell you exactly
have you
No,
what
I
it's.
seen
just
it?
told
I
you.
mean,
I
Have
if
you
just
y'all want to
told
seen
talk
you.
it?
about
Yes, I seen. I can feel it.
How did you see it? What what?
everybody can see
Because
and feel
Do
it.
you not
you
know
had to
what
do
Welcome, Asar
something.
and Box
electromagnetic
7. Welcome.
energy is?
You
Do you
had to
know
do
what
Black
something
Sheep.
pretty amazing to see
electromagnetic?
the Akashic records.
Here it
What
go
you
right
mean?
here.
Let them speak. Let the host speak right quick.
Check this. Here it go right here. The Akashic Records. The imperishable records. First off, welcome Box 7. Welcome to Sheik Moab TV, brother. Welcome. And everybody, y'all, welcome. So check
That's
out
one of
this.
my
This is
students. That's one of my.
so,
That's one of my.
Okay,
That's one
shh.
of my students. Number
so
seven is.
this is what the Akashic Records is. The imperishable records of life, known as the Akashic Records, are wholly in the domain of supreme intelligence, or universal mind. And the Akashic record reader must be and such y'all this is key. Y'all check this out. And the Akashic record reader must be in such close touch with the Holy Spirit or the Holy
Oh my
breath as the ancient
gosh.
What I tell
master.
you?
Hold on.
No,
I'll not
You go
tell you.
hold on. You go miss
You
something
just
talking.
told the Holy.
Yo,
It's
Black
it's
in the
Sheep,
not the Holy
101.
Black Sheep,
Spirit.
Believe me,
You
he
said it was
just
Black
the Holy
said
Black
Spirit. It's
that.
not the Holy Spirit. You can
Come on,
have the Holy
let's
Spirit. The
go.
Holy Spirit
Read it.
leads you
Black
to
Come
it.
Sheep.
on now. Come
You're not
on now.
listening, Black Sheep. You
Read
listen.
it.
2 ears, mouth. You go miss a lesson.
Read
The
it.
Akashic reader must be in such okay, Nunu. The Akashic record reader must be in so close touch with the Holy Spirit. It then says the Holy Spirit. It said you
This it
must
must
be.
be incest.
Listen, you're not listening. You're not listening, sir. Must be in close touch with the Holy Spirit or the Holy breath, as the ancient masters call this spirit of supreme intelligence of me
Mm,
belonging. So it's the
Exactly. How
spirit.
else can you catch it? It's the Holy
Can't
Spirit. It's
yo
holy
man,
breath. It's the truth.
man.
You
Not listening. I'm trying to give y'all something, man. It says the Holy Spirit or holy breath, as the ancient masters call this spirit of supreme intelligence of me belonging to. So if y'all remember, whenever the Holy Spirit would deliver a message to the people, like Jesus or Muhammad or Moses, it came with a wealth of information. Where does it come from? That the Holy Spirit known as Gabriel. Gabriel, the angel Gabriel, whenever any prophet received, whenever any prophet received any message, it came from the angel Gabriel. And Gabriel came with records. He came with books. Where did he get it from? Gabriel is the one who brings you the books from the Akashic records. You don't go there. He bring them to you. And in some cases, we read where he took the holy prophets to the galleries, because that's what the Akashic domain is. It's a library. It's a spiritual library, a gallery of all types of books, spiritual books. Even in the Quran, it tells you that the Quran come from the mother of the book, which is with us, the seven Elohim, the seven Elohim. So it goes on to say right here. It says, "Peace, boy, peace, beautiful queen." It says, as all ancient masters called this spirit of supreme intelligence, that every thought vibration is instantly felt in every fiber of his being, of his being. So that's what the Akashic Records is. We can't make it into what we want it to be. It's what it is.
well,
oh
no
my
doubt.
God.
Just but what he
You
just said.
just prophesized, my
It's just
bro.
what I said. It's electromagnetic energy. It's gonna come to you. You don't have to go to it. That's the matrix. This is the part y'all
You can
can't
find
see,
it within your
understand, or
own blood.
realize, or fathom.
You
I
can
don't
find it
think
within your own
everybody
blood.
It's
have
gonna
seen
see
it.
it.
I don't think everybody has witnesses. They may have knowledge of
See,
it, but you do have to be chosen. So,
how you
I mean,
think
I
I
can
got all this
tell
You
knowledge?
have
How
to
you
be
think I
number
got all
chosen.
this
five,
knowledge?
number five, knowledge puffeth up the ego, but I discern no Holy Spirit in you. So I don't know if you've reached or seen Akashic records. But Sheik dropped some knowledge, and I was hit with
I
it
got the
real
same book
hard.
he got. I
It's
got the
different
exact same
though.
book.
He may have witnessed the whole experience, the Holy Spirit though. Like,
And you
cause
trying to put one man against the other? You cooning right
I'm
now.
not,
No,
I'm
he's
not doing
not. He's
that.
not trying
I'm
to put
just
one
saying
man
I
against
don't
the other.
discern the Holy Spirit in you. But
Listen,
I do have a question. Um,
let me
so I
ask
was
you. I had a question
every
for
time I've
you.
heard about the Holy
Is the
Spirit being the
Matrix?
angel
I got a question
Gabriel,
for you
I
first.
was
I got a
kind of
question for you,
confused
number
about
one.
that.
I asked you a question first, number one, and yet you never answered. I'm challenging your wisdom and integrity. Now,
I think you on demonic assignment. Uh, so
Okay. Oh,
I
how
can
can
choose
I be
that.
that?
Ronnie,
Hey, I'm sorry, real quick. I'm sorry. But boy, thank you for the love, beautiful. But please don't get me. I'm no longer on here. I only like my people, they be sending me cash apps, so please don't give me no beans. I don't want my agency getting paid off of me no more. Um, if y'all feel generous, y'all could donate 50 cents, a dollar, whatever to Big Sheik Alert. No, thank you, beautiful. Thank you. I know it's all love. Y'all could donate to my cash app at hold on. Big Sheik Alert. It's whatever. Y'all can donate whatever. It's greatly appreciated. I love you all. Listen, Apostle, do you want to debate Black Sheep? Do y'all want to debate? Because we could get a debate going between y'all. Do y'all want to debate? Let me unmute y'all.
I just want to
I
ask him
don't. I
one
don't want to. I
question
don't
because
want to
he
debate
brought
with
All
up
right,
him.
come on.
I
something.
don't
I
really want to
debate.
Not a
talk
I
to him
debate.
debate. I
whatsoever.
debate Black Sheep.
Do you don't want to answer my question
I
about
I
answer that
the
don't
question.
care
Matrix
about what
being
your
out of
question is. I don't
electromagnetic
really want to
energy?
talk to you. I
You
feel
heard me, host?
Okay,
harassed.
I'm done. Enough said.
If anybody want to, let's talk. I came to this panel to listen humbly, and I have something divine to share with you guys.
Go ahead, beloved.
Now, I already know that most of y'all are already on this journey of knowledge and truth and understanding, so we all in the same neighborhood of information. So I don't need to slow down.
No, I don't
So,
think so. I'm Anunnaki descendant.
I mean,
this motherfucker crazy.
Full of shit. Come on
I
now.
mean, I don't know. I don't know if you know much. I don't know if you know much of what he's talking about, but I'm aware of a lot of information.
I already know. Stop cap. I
Yeah.
But
mess with you, bro. Go ahead. I mess with you.
but
Go ahead.
I must when I speak, I'm gonna just speak in relation to everybody. So the more you learn about yourself, the more you learn about a lot of things around you, and especially the universe. So when you talk about what is the matrix is made out of, when you look into the law of the universe, all right.
Exactly. Number one. Listen. Pay attention. One. Keep at it.
So when
Number
you look at when
We
six.
you
need
in
white
this in
boy
this
Sam here again to tell you to shut the fuck
No.
up, bro, because you
Listen to
tripping.
this smoke. Hit this shit. Hit this. This shit
all
right
right, so
here,
check this out.
nigga.
Check this out. Check
This
this out. I'm gonna
shit
tell y'all
right
some real
here.
shit. All right, so when you talk about anything that's in a physical form, remember the law of the universe speaks of law is the darkness birth the light birth the color birth the sound birth the vibration birth the physical. Now, if you look at that order and you reverse it, you see exactly where we're going and where we came from. We're in the physical,
Exactly.
and
If
from
you
this
can
physical,
decipher. If
and we're
you
in the
can
physical.
decipher. That's like watching the chamber.
Check
It's
this out.
like
Check this out.
watching TV. And no, I know. Let me help you, and then I'm gonna let you keep going. It's like watching the TV screen back in the days, analog TV, right? You ain't got nothing plugged into the TV. It's nothing but static. Can you see that shit? Go ahead, number six.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
well, he's all right. He's right on point. Number five, you're right on point because when you reverse the physical
Did you
and you
follow
go
that, number one?
when you
Follow that.
reverse the physical,
Go
you go
ahead.
back to the vibration. That's why we talking about we getting our vibes up. And from the vibration, it go to sound, and from sound is the colors, and the colors the light. Then from the light, the darkness.
Play you
Now,
some
television?
Beethoven, number one. Something
Television
might
is
click.
actually.
I can't even hear him because you won't shut the fuck up, bro. Come on,
Let me speak
bro.
right quick, bro, because
Damn.
I like to consolidate my words so I get a message across instead of giving you all that watered down shit through conversations and debates. So when you go back to the physical and you reverse it, you go to the vibration. And vibration, you go to the sound, and from the sound, you go to the colors. Let's just stop right there, because that's the manipulation that they're using around us today, and I can prove it. And he just said it. So television is nothing but telling your vision lies. So all television is vibrations that's moving through sound, and it's colors. So it's colors. I think it's red, blue, and yellow. That's
I'm saying? We prayers, hey my, how you doing, love? You know what I'm saying? We ain't here to talk about real things, not people.
you start noticing that our body is function like a machine. And this machine is operated through the universe and it got the same laws. And to prove it, I had to get in detail to find out what is actually happening here and what is controlling it and how do we really have control. So if you look at number 3, Eli, and you see that Eye of Horus, that Eye of Horus is a significant sign because when you split your brain in half, for some reason it shows that type of shape and figure. And that eyeball symbolize the center of the brain is exactly where the pineal gland and the pituitary gland sit. If you look
Mm-hmm.
into the pituitary gland activate and shut down the spine, which is 33 vertebrae, and from there it paralyzes you because it's about to put you in a different frequency and realm, so you don't get up and walk and think in this reality. So once your pineal gland activates, the law of the universe is embedded into all of us. It activates again. So when you close your eyes, you go back to the triple darkness, and then that triple darkness is going to birth the light,
Electromagnetic
and that
energy,
light going to birth the color, and
electricity.
that color going to birth sound, and that sound going to birth vibration, and that vibration in your mind going to create physical. Now you're dreaming. So all this reality that we see in our dream, from the sunrise and the cars passing to the actual people, is actually
So who
your
controlling your
energy.
dial, number
Your
one?
energy.
Who controlling your
So
dial?
when you think,
You didn't even know you had a dial. Who been changing your channel, number one?
look, so
Man, why you
when
keep
you look,
bothering Box One? Leave him alone, man. Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah, leave him alone. I think number one, he's conscious enough to know exactly what I'm talking about. I think you just messing
I
with him.
Bro, we
do,
putting
But
on
and
we
I'm
putting
trying to
him up
listen, but
on
I'm
game. We
interrupted
putting
by
his
this
ass up
demon.
on game. And
Bro,
he
you
ain't
on
even
demonic
knowing that
assignment. You
somebody
got
else
knowledge,
been
but
controlling his
you just
channel.
got more ego than spirit, bro, right now. Like, you need to
yeah,
chill.
bro, when it come to valuable information, people going to listen to you and look at you and judge
You
you
trying to
accordingly.
make me
Because
shut up. You
if you
trying
have
to
so
make
much
me shut up.
information, you got to
I'm
humble
trying to
yourself
turn it to the
accordingly.
right channel.
Oh my
Shut your bitch
god.
ass up, man.
Right,
God
right.
damn.
So check this out. Go ahead though, finish, bro. I just want to hear
Yo, hold
what
on,
you.
Apostle, bro. Come back up, bro. I just muted him, bro. You left. I had to unmute.
No,
Come
I'm gonna
back
be
up, bro.
quiet. I'm gonna stop
No, cause I
jigging at
mess
him.
with
I'm gonna
Apostle,
stop
man. That's
jigging
my
at him.
brother,
I
though.
fuck with him too. He
I
can
like
you man,
Apostle.
you know the light shine bright.
Man,
He get
you done made
toasted.
my you done made my brother leave,
Man,
man.
bro, this the bro. We hot up here, bro. We gold. We golden, bro.
All right. So with
You
that
feel
being
me?
said, when you
He
listen
running
to
from the
that simple
fire.
when you listen to what I was just telling y'all and the simple laws of the universe, and you start looking at the Quran, Torah, Bible, or whatever religion you want to look at or run to, you also come to a conclusion that we are actually light beings. We originated as
Exactly.
light. The figuration that we are and what we are made of is actually light. So all we
Exactly.
are, when you look into the when you zoom out,
Electricity.
when you zoom out and look at the most high view, you would zoom out from an earth or whatever you want to look at, firmament. You
It's
would
just
zoom
like
out
what
from a
me and number
universe.
seven was talking about a
Let me
seconds
finish.
ago.
Let
I
me
was
finish. Let
teaching
me
number
finish. Let me
seven
finish.
about. When
You
you
would
get
zoom
done,
out
let number seven go. When you
when
get
you look
done,
at a
number
most
seven
high.
next.
Okay, I hear you. I heard you. When you zoom out from a most high point of view, you zoom out from the firmament. You zoom out from the solar system. You zoom out from the galaxy, whatever you want to look at. But you actually, what you're looking at is
We're hating, mommy.
us. You kind of throwing me off, but it's all right. Man. Who want who?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. I'm
Go
listening to
ahead.
you.
No, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. Man, you childish as hell, bro.
Right. You say if you zoom out from like a distance and you look at the people on Earth from the Most High's view, they will appear as light.
Right. Well, all right. So when you zoom out from the most high point of view and you look at where we came from the actual light. When you look at how the galaxy, the twirl, which is in our fingerprints in the crown of our head, you will see that we're part of the universe in a way that we are the universe. Now, if we was a light and you look at how the galaxy is set up, and it's something called a galactic center. When you
Okay.
draw a circle, when you draw a circle and you draw a line through it, when you pass
Mm-hmm.
that line in the middle, that's under the galactic center. Everything under that line, the galactic center, the vibratorial rate drops. It's meaning that light go to rattling, that light going to collect.
Right.
dust, the dust
So
of
I
the
have a
galaxy.
question. I have a
It's
question
like
for you.
going to the underworld.
No, I have a question for you. So do you think that that light or the energy or the electricity or different forms of what I'm saying, just energy, do you think that that's independent of material or you think that it's dependent?
That's the thing.
It
That
is.
light is
It is.
eternal.
I am that
Look,
I am.
listen. Let me tell you something real. That's a very valuable question. That light that we're talking about is eternal, but we have to remember something
Right.
higher than us own us.
Right. But
Something
I'm saying
higher than
too,
us own
that's
us. Like,
true.
but
That's
it's a
true. But
father. It's a
but
father
I'm
figure.
saying
It's not like a
I'm
slave master or anything.
check me
It's
out
like
though. I'm
it's like where you came from type.
check me out though. But I'm saying though that matter, like every like energy is don't really have a birth date, but so does matter. So does anything that takes up space. So does those things. So do you think that the energy is independent of the matter? Do you think that it could
Broke
function?
this
We can
down to number
identify. We can
7
see it.
earlier. Number
And
7 down what I explained to you earlier, number 7. I broke this down to number 7 earlier. Explain. This is my
but
second
why you
board
just can't
member.
answer the question? Why you gotta ask somebody else? Like I can
No,
answer a
because that's
question and
my
you tell me.
student. He gotta take pass his test. We talked about this earlier in class. Number
Right.
7. He's number 2 of my 12 men, and I'm also recruiting 12 females for the negative side, and I'm recruiting 12 men. I'm number 1.
Man,
He's number
all
2.
right. This listen, the
Explain to you
information that we're talking about
number
is real
7. Break it
Right.
valuable.
down, number 7. Number 7, go.
Right.
Here you go.
So
Go
so
ahead, number
somebody
7.
so
Go
so
ahead,
so
Asar.
somebody spoke about how like you can go to
Number 7,
sleep
go.
and be in tune with the triple darkness, but could you do that without a physical vessel and a physical brain?
Ask number 7. Go ahead, number 7.
When you without a
It's for
physical
anybody.
brain, you are the pure light.
You got to represent for our tribe,
You
bro.
don't need when you when I said the darkness birthed the light birthed the color birthed the
Right.
sound birthed the vibration birthed the
But
physical. Without this
right.
body, everything under that you don't need. Meaning, this body that we call as a body is actually a vehicle and a casket.
Right. So even when you say light, right, number 6, even the fact that you can identify light is through a physical vessel.
Right.
There's
But
there's no
we got to
light.
keep in
There's
mind.
there's no light. There's no light independent that we know about that's independent of anything physical.
Oh, yes, it is. And the evidence is above you. When you go
But the
outside
sun
at
is a
night.
physical. Listen,
No,
the sun is a
look.
physical. Listen, the sun is a physical vessel that is
But you just said
used
independent.
to
The sun is independent. The stars
listen
are
to me. Listen,
independent.
listen to what I'm asking you. The sun
Okay.
is a physical vessel that is illuminated by an invisible light or invisible energy, I should say. So when
No,
the sun shines on us, we see the light, but even the light itself, the sun rays, is matter.
no.
Yes.
You call the sun
Number
physical. The
7, I
sun is
command
not
you
a
to
light
speak
bulb.
under my authority.
I didn't say it was
Number
a light
7, I
bulb. I
command
didn't
you.
say it was a light bulb. It's
Hey,
a form.
number
It's a
10,
form
calm
that
down, bro.
transmit.
I think
Ain't
It's
something
a
is
no
really wrong
form.
with you,
fucking way.
bro.
Hold on. I didn't say it was a light bulb, number 6. I'm saying it's a form that transmit light.
Right,
It's a vessel
exactly.
that transmits light.
Exactly. It projects light. So when you look at that,
Well, it
that
transmit
light,
energy. Right. So when we say light, oh, so
exactly.
this
And we're the solar panel. We're absorbing that light.
okay. So all this is a physical process, yet an invisible process.
Exactly. But this is something that we're experiencing that we never had to. Like when you see us, being that our body is formed when the vibratory rate got to its lowest point, where we had to have a form of a body to exist. Notice what we're doing to be considered healthy. We have to eat plants, green nutrients, and grapes and fruits and vegetables.
Right.
But all we're doing when you zoom out from the most high point of view, we're
Right.
consuming light that's been carbonated and embedded and trapped into something. So we
Right. Through
really
a
don't
phys
need to
through
eat grass.
that's
We don't
that's
need
what
to
that's
eat
why
plants.
I understand what you're saying, and I agree, but I just think you're
Okay,
using that
okay.
term light incorrectly. Light is something physical. If the fact that you can feel
No, no, no,
warm,
no. The
you can.
light is
No,
nothing. It's
listen.
not physical.
No, energy is not physical. Light is physical.
Vibration is the closest thing to something physical. That's what I'm
No,
trying to
and
tell you.
listen. The fact that you can go outside and say, "Damn, it's hot as a motherfucker out here." That's
That's
a
not
physical
physical.
process.
That's a temperature. That's
How
spiritual. That's
how you're
unseen.
physically experiencing it?
No, brother. The heat
Yeah,
is nothing
you didn't say
physical.
wait, you didn't say my spirit hot. You didn't say my invisible part of myself hot. My motherfucking skin hot. My face hot.
Yes.
All right, so you
It's a
experiencing
different
something.
heat.
Listen,
Look,
you
look, check,
experiencing
look, let me
something just
explain what I'm
because you can't see the matter because with your naked eye you assuming that it's invisible, but it's not invisible.
let me explain something to you. It's different heat. If I get an iron and put it on your skin, it's gonna burn the shit out of you. That's
Right,
physical. If you
right.
go outside and it say it's hot outside, nothing is it's not physical. If you put a box or a balloon
How could
inside
you
of that
say it's
balloon,
hot outside if it's not physical? How would you even be able to determine that
because it's a form
if
of
it's
a
not physical?
gas. Is gas physical, sir?
Yes, gas is physical. You didn't know that?
No, gas is not. Consolidated gas turns
No,
to a
you can
liquid,
look.
and
You
that
can
liquid
actually
turns.
listen. It's actually tools on this earth
But
that many people
you're
use
mixing the
to be able
laws.
wait to be able to even identify the different combinations of motherfucking stuff that's in gas. This is why we have H2O to be able to determine what's in water because they can look into the water and determine it's two hydrogens and two oxygens.
We don't have H2O. H2O have us. But when you look at what you're talking about, it
All
makes
right, so
sense.
look,
But you have to
this
no
time,
no check me out.
this
Check me
how I'm gonna
out.
show you what I'm
What you're
saying. You
talking
believe in
about is
air,
make
okay? The air, right? The air itself, right? Is the air matter or is it something, or is it just immaterial?
the air is gas, sir.
The gases matter. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You have three solid
No,
forms
gas does not
listen, wait.
matter. You
You have three forms of anything that's animate. I mean, these forms are animate and sometimes inanimate. So you have rock, solid, and gas. I know. I'm sorry. You have solid, you have liquid, and gas. These are three different
exactly,
versions of matter.
exactly. And you're telling me gas is a rock?
No, I'm telling you, it's not that form of matter, but it's still matter. Gas
Oh my
can make
god, man.
rock. You can
That's what I'm
turn that
telling you.
gas into wait. You could turn gas and turn liquid into a rock.
You
You can
can,
turn
but it's an
a
order.
rock
It's an
into liquid. You
order.
can
That's
turn liquid into gas.
look. We're
So
not
just
gonna
because you
learn if
turn
we're
it into
talking
Okay,
over
what
gas,
is
each other,
gas? What
bro.
is gas? What
We're
is
not
gas?
gonna
What is
learn.
gas? What is gas?
We're not gonna learn if we're
gas is
talking
matter.
over each other, bro.
Yeah, okay, so
That's
okay,
not how
okay,
we're gonna
okay. Now,
learn, bro.
okay, so gas that we go to the gas pump to
Fire
pump,
is
right? How is it
physical.
made? How is that made?
Water is
Not, I mean,
physical.
you talking about the gas in the
Fire
air. You
and
talking about the
water
gas in the air.
together makes gas, steam,
All right. So
moisture.
so let me ask you this question:
That's
How many senses? How many senses do you have? Number six that you experience.
I can't even
So
count.
let's take. Okay, so let's use music. Just because you don't see the sound waves of music, you don't think that that's matter. That's physical.
Bro,
That's
Just
you
use
something.
the
skipping
air.
orders.
Just use the air.
Listen, look, let me speak. Let me speak, bro. Because you're skipping order. Now you talking about music, but music is a vibration. Vibration is coming from something physical, like you
Vibration
knocking
is
on.
matter. That's what I tell you.
Oh my, I just gave you the law of how it works, and you skipping over everything, bro.
Listen, there is nothing that can vibrate in this earth that you can say I felt the vibration or I experienced
You're
it if it didn't
vibrating
come.
right now.
What? But listen, all right, but I'm
All of us is
vibrating.
vibrating.
Listen,
That's why
I'm
we are this
vibrating
physical
through a
form.
physical vessel. That's what I'm trying to show you. I'm showing you anything that is energy and immaterial. It navigates through a physical vessel. Even my
So
words,
so
you
you
can't
telling
see
me
my word. Hold on,
so
wait.
you
You can't
telling me
even
I'm
see the
wrong.
words. You can't see the words that I'm saying, but I can feel the words that I'm saying. If I put my hand over my mouth, I feel the vibration. This is
So
matter
so I'm wrong.
hitting my
I'm
hand.
wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong.
Okay.
I'm saying you're wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
But can you prove it to
I'm
All
to
right.
proving
say
it
he's
to
wrong?
Yes.
him.
I mean, he's wrong. Can
Yeah,
we
I'm
I'm
get
proving
proving
that
it
I'm
to
facts?
him.
wrong.
I
See,
mean,
a
you
lot of
understand what
times
you're
we
trying to say,
think,
bro?
so look, a lot of times we think anything that we don't see, we think that because we don't see something with our naked eye, that is not material. It's not matter.
That's
Matter
true.
is in
That's a
different forms. Matter is in solid, liquid, and gas. So in order to say that I had an experience, I heard this. Your senses had the matter from whatever you heard it from had to connect with the matter with yourself, with your container. So even that I'm speaking right now, y'all don't see me physically speaking, but you know that this my voice is coming out of a vessel.
yeah, but we could speak to you, which means
Oh,
that we could
man.
see you if you show your face too.
Yeah, but you don't say that a spirit. You don't say that a immaterial form is talking. You saying somebody talking to me. You know that somebody's talking to me because consciously you know that in order for somebody to talk to you, it has to be a vessel. It has to be a person that energy is going to transmit to communicate with you.
No,
So how
You're
do you
vibrating
explain the
on
wind?
different levels of dimensional
How
shifts.
do you explain the
correct.
wind? You know the wind is there.
Huh?
Communication. You don't need a mouth and ears and nose to communicate.
All right. So when what you asked the question, how do you what?
How do you explain the wind? Which means you feel the wind, but
All
you
right,
don't
so
that you don't
the
see
wind
it. You just
itself,
feel it.
right? You can't necessarily see the wind. With sometimes you can with your naked eye, but you
You
can
cannot see the
feel
wind, bro.
wait, you can feel the matter when it touch your skin.
The matter,
Yes,
bro.
matter
You're
mean
throwing it
anything
off,
that
bro. You
takes up
can't do that.
space. Wait,
So let me
energy
ask you.
independent.
Oh, you're
Look,
not catching
energy
fever,
that's
bro.
independent don't take up
Oh, I'm
space.
sorry. I'm probably tired that day.
Listen, man. If wind was matter, it'd knock you out if you put your head out the window.
The wind can knock you out. What you think hurricanes is?
No, stop it.
Yes.
That's why things are aerodynamic to cut wind.
What you think bad weather is? What you think that is? Wind can knock you
Hell,
out.
hell is physical. Rain can get physical. It's a liquid. But
Everything
you
that we
talking
saying
about
is spiritual.
gases.
This is what I'm
If you
saying.
can
Everything
walk
that we
through
saying is
something,
spiritual. Everything in this world that we saying is spiritual and energy is also physical. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I
Those are the
understand
both.
that.
Those are
But
the two oldest forces in the universe. Nobody has a date for neither one of them. The
I
earth is a
understand.
physical, the earth itself, the rock, the form, the solid, the water, the gas around the earth is a physical vessel that transmit the invisible energy. So you can't tell me it's hot outside if you don't have a physical vessel for the sun to transmit through and the actual rays that is matter, that is gas coming from the sun.
I don't think you know what I'm saying, or I don't think you know what you're saying. I don't know.
All right, so explain what you're saying one
Pinnacle.
more time, fam. I want to understand.
Okay, so I'm just telling you that gas, solids, and liquid is different. They cannot be the same. And if it is the same, you would
Yep.
have to go through a certain law for it to exist.
I, I
Meaning,
didn't say.
gas
Oh, my
can
bad. I'm
become
sorry.
solid,
Right.
huh?
No,
Gas
I'm sorry. I
can
was
become,
interrupting.
yeah. So gas bubbles can be could turn solid through compression, and compression through time could turn it solid, like a diamond. But you cannot say
Amen,
something
sister.
gas is physical. You can't do that. It's
Okay, so
certain
let me show you.
vibrations.
Let me show you what I mean. It's not exactly the same, of course, because temperature, heat makes it different. Forms of the same thing. So if I take a bottle of water, right, and I freeze it, right, then at the
Mhm.
foundation, it's the same fucking chemicals. If I take that same bottle of water and put it in a pot and boil it and make it a gas, it's the same chemicals.
So what are we saying different?
Okay, what we saying different is you think somehow that anything that you don't see or anything that you may not hear or anything that you do not feel, you see that as something that's invisible. But it's not. It's just not apparent. Apparent and invisible is not the same thing.
No, you're not. You was not
Because
listening to what I
because
told you.
because but like I said, because do you only experience things through your eyes? No, you experience things through all kind of senses, bro.
Listen, if
So
I
if you
sat here
can
and told you, look, if
go ahead.
listen to what I'm saying, if I sat here and told everybody what I know about the light coming, the darkness birthed the light birthed the color birthed the sound birthed the vibration birthed the physical. How am I saying what you're not saying if I told you that gas or light or vibration births something? When you reverse everything, it returns back to being a light form. So yes, gas can become
No,
solid.
because
Light
light,
can
because
become solid.
I'm telling you that
Vibrations
light.
can become solid. Colors can become solid. So what are you saying different from me? Because everything that make up everything comes from that light.
All right, thank you for explaining that. What I'm telling you is light is not the beginning. Light comes from energy.
No,
Energy manifests.
darkness births
No,
the
listen
light.
to me. Energy
I didn't say
manifests
light was the
light.
beginning.
Wait. Energy manifests light just like it manifests vibration. So anytime you're experiencing light, anytime you're experiencing vibration, they're being transmitted through something that's physical. They're not just being translated. Oh, this just light. No, there's no light without a vessel. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Hey yo, everybody, real quick, give my founder Nunu the bank. Give my goddamn founder. Y'all see her? Make sure y'all hit that follow button. Follow my founder. Follow her.
Are you aware? Do you agree that
Thank
we
you.
are light beings or physical beings, like or originated?
We're both.
No, originated. You believe we was one? Which one you believe was first?
I believe we originated as physical and light beings. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So
Hey,
Well, not
I
light
got a
beings. No,
question.
listen. I'm contradicting
No,
myself. I'm sorry.
no,
Energy. I
no.
listen.
Hey, hey, hey,
The correct way to answer
hey,
that question is
Hey,
the correct way to
hey,
answer that
Zolo.
question
Hey,
is
hey, hey, Zolo's trying to speak. Let me say what I
okay.
gotta
Zolo.
say. Okay. Hi.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. Let me correct what I'm saying, number six, because I'm contradicting myself by saying that we existed as energy and matter, energy
bam,
and physical vessels at the same
bam.
time.
No. It can't be at the same time.
Wow, you talking to me at the same time, physically and spiritually?
No, I'm talking.
Yes, you
Listen,
are.
all right. I'm gonna really explain it down. I'm gonna really break it down to you. Like I'm about to blow your mind, bro. Cause I think you're insulting my intelligence. Like I don't know what I'm talking.
Nah,
So us
never
speaking
do that.
to each other, us speaking to each other alone is called a thought process. The only thing faster
Okay.
than the speed of light is our thoughts. I can
Okay.
prove it because a slowed down thoughts is something we do at night, and
Mhm.
it when it gather form, it controls our dreams. So in order to
Mhm.
dream, you got to slow down the thoughts. So our thought process is going so fast that if you
Right.
slow it down, you can actually imagine, you can actually daydream, you can actually
Mhm.
vision, and a lot of things
This
come out of that. So
right.
the
This is
question
true. But let
is,
me show you some. Let me show you something powerful. If I physically damage your vessel, I physically damage your damn brain. Could you imagine anything?
only I can say.
No, like this has been proven. If I take your spine, damage your spine, could you sit up? Could you sit up and walk like normal human beings? Your spirit want to walk, but your flesh is damaged.
Of course, because you messed up the nerves and the spinal
Okay, here
cord.
we go. There we go. So what I'm telling you is, family, both of them are interrelated into who we are. In order for the energy to have its potential, it got to be in a form of which your brain is functioning properly, your body is functioning properly. The vessel is where it needs to be.
So can you cripple somebody's imagination?
He careful somebody. I don't have the power to do that. I'm not gonna answer that question.
Nobody. I can't tell number seven that he can't think of him being successful.
Right. But I know
I
if I
can't tell.
damage your brain, listen, I know if I damage parts of your brain, you wouldn't be imagining anything because that imagination is manifested through that part of your brain. That's what I'm
And
trying to
that's
tell
what
you.
television is and frequencies on different channels. That's
Right.
what they're
Like
made. They're made
like
to damage your
if I
brain.
destroy the part of your brain, right, where the memory transfers to, I could take away your memories. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, it's not taking away, it's having me not remember it. So
The energy.
it's
Okay,
like,
so the energy that's supposed to went there is considered suspended. Why? Because the vessel that is supposed to go through is now damaged. So it's just like when we have a car, just like all of us have cars and have had to fix a car. If a part of the physical vessel is damaged, the energy transmitted to the car won't get to the area.
Bro, we talking about energy and mass and like we talking about stuff we cannot explain too well just because the fact
Bro,
that
we
this.
deal with this every
No,
day,
no,
bro.
no,
What are
no,
you
no,
talking
no,
about?
no. Okay. Now we get to talk that we are
Like,
humans. So we're talking about mass and all this stuff, right? But
right.
at the end of the day, it's bigger than what we're talking about because mass was created by somebody and something in
Mass,
order for us to
mass
even
is not
understand
created.
mass.
That's what mass is not. I
You
don't know if you
cannot
didn't know
say,
that.
bro.
Can't be
Mass
created
is
or
not
destroyed, right?
Okay,
mass is not a force
just hear
where
me
you
out. If
know.
mass was not
Mass is
created,
listen, not mass. I'm saying
I
matter
thought it couldn't be
and
created or
electricity.
oh,
destroyed.
Listen to me.
okay, so if
Is the
matter was
oldest
not created.
forces. It's the oldest forces in the
Okay,
world.
so if okay, you just said it. You just said it. Matter is the oldest force in the world. So which means it took a person, it took something to create that in order for us to understand that. That's what I'm
that's
Yes,
trying to
called
say.
the
Which means
that's
like we
called the most high conscious
okay, so which mean
Yo,
okay, the
sheep
most high
crazy.
okay. So which means the most high consciousness is it you or is it something bigger than you? It's the most high consciousness. You just said it. The most high consciousness. So which means do you feel like the most high consciousness is in you or you feel like you conscious like the most high?
is in you.
I feel. I feel like it's in you. I feel
Okay,
like it's
I can
both.
take that because it's in you. I can take that. Yes.
That's why, look, what you just said, that's why individuals today is starting to awaken. Because in reality, there is a bigger you. The energy that you are today is part of something bigger that's actually you. That's why a
No,
lot of
bro.
people feel, oh, we're in a simulation. Oh, we feel
No.
like I'm in this. Oh, I feel
What
like
make
that and that.
what makes you you,
Yes.
right?
I
And
said
what
it's a
makes me
real
I'm
me,
part of
telling
right?
you some
all.
real
Is
stuff.
wait, hold on.
I'm
All.
telling
What
you some
makes
stuff
number
now.
six? What makes you who you are and what makes me who I am is our physical experience on this earth. Me and your spirit is the
No,
same.
no, 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 no. I'm gonna
Like,
prove you
listen,
No,
wrong
no, he
right
is
there.
right.
the
He
spirit
is
is the
right. He
same.
is right. He does
I'm
make
gonna prove
sense.
you wrong.
You and him experience is not the same. He is right. It do make sense. Which means we have different experiences, so we got different way to see things. We have
No,
different perspective,
no.
different opinion.
Listen,
So it do make sense.
it makes sense, but listen to what I'm telling you. The talent that you see everybody have today, they didn't learn that in one lifetime. We have a genetic memory bank, meaning if you play with knives your whole life and you have kids, your kids naturally is going to be advanced with knives. It's called a genetic memory
Okay.
bank. That
Okay.
is a library that our blood holds that's in our DNA that's been
Right.
transmitted and downloaded through our
Right.
cerebellum. We need to
Right.
learn more about how
Yo,
our
yo,
body
yo.
All
functions
right. But listen,
because
wait. Isn't blood a physical vessel?
blood is a library.
Okay. So blood
And
through the
concrete.
blood, listen, through the blood is
But it's
transmitted
a library.
character,
I didn't really know
personality
that.
traits, and skills or energy on this earth. You have the same energy as you have the same energy as everything that's living. You have a different physical
Exactly.
experience.
That's why. Look, you just said some real shit. Listen, but you don't leave this out because we have what grasshoppers have. We have what trees have. We have what everything on this planet have. But guess what? We also have something that everything else don't have.
Yeah, because you
Yeah,
have a
but you got
different
domain
form.
over
That's what I'm trying to
everything.
tell you.
You got
That's what I'm
domain
trying to
over
tell you.
everything. You
That
got
Exactly.
domain
okay,
over
so that's the
everything.
point that I was trying to
Exactly.
that's what I'm trying to bring up to you, number six. We have a different vessel. So because we have a different vessel, the energy that's transmitted to us is not going to be able to, it's not going to be the same amount that's in a grasshopper because their physical form has.
Hey, I'm sorry for interrupting. I just want to say one quick thing, and I'm mute y'all. Billion is still on you. Hey, y'all, I need everybody in here. Come on, man. We got all these beautiful kings and queens up here, man. Everybody share the live. Share the live, family. Everybody share the live with more than 25 people. Share the live. And also follow everybody on the panel. We all up here. We getting all this knowledge from our brothers and from our sisters. Y'all share the live, follow the panel, and donate to my homeless ass. Y'all know, word on the bingo streets, I'm homeless as shit. Donate to me, y'all. Let me go ahead and unmute everybody.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
Which man, am
finish
I
up and
donating to you because you
I'm gonna
need
let
it,
the
or am
brother
I donating
respond.
to you because they said so? Am I donating to you because you is
All
needed,
right,
or is it
all
because
live
it
stop.
made you
I'm
feel like
here.
you poor?
All live
Donate
stop.
because you
I'm here.
support the conversation, bro.
I'm gonna tell
Okay, I
y'all
take
something
that.
right
You
quick.
right
That's
about that.
truth. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's so true. Y'all can't go against it. So all of
Okay.
us on this channel is all us on this. Hey, call me bullshit if it was just bullshit. Everybody on this panel is champions. Looking at your name, billion. We come from a billion energy race, and all of us came in first place. Out of billion
Okay.
energies, you came in first place, and
Okay.
you fertilized that egg. We are
Okay.
champions. We should be
Yeah.
Well, can I,
celebrating.
I agree with
well,
that
can
now.
I, can
Okay,
I say
okay.
something on that?
Hold on, Sam. Hold on,
Let's
Sam.
go.
Okay,
Well, all
I'm
I was
holding.
saying,
All right.
you was asking me number six, where's the difference in what we're saying? What I'm saying is the only
No, no, I
difference
know it's
between,
not that much
huh,
a
yeah,
difference. It's just the
the
idea.
only difference that I have, I love a lot of things you saying, but the only difference in what I just disagree is that the same force that's in everything is in us. What make us
Yeah, but we
different
got
is our
domain. We got domain over
wait.
everything.
What
So which
makes
means we have the
what
better
makes our
decision
wait?
making over everything.
Let them
We
finish.
have the
Let
Listen
them
to
better
me.
finish.
decision making.
Listen to me. What makes us different is our physical experience. So even if you speaking on blood, this is why blood is so important. Mixing your physical blood with another
I
person
disagree.
give you certain attitudes, give you certain dispositions, give you certain inclinations. These are
I
these are all
disagree with
things
that.
of these are all things of the earth.
Only reason why I'm gonna disagree with that because it don't line up with science. I do science. I'm a math
Science is not
whiz.
God,
I'm a
bro.
hold on.
Science is not
Can I
God,
talk?
bro.
Can I talk? Can I talk, sir? I don't want you to interrupt me. Please don't do that. I deal with mathematics. I deal with science. I deal with. I'm a grandmaster. I'm a grandmaster in chess. Grandmaster
Me too. Me
in
too.
chess.
Me too.
I will whoop your ass.
Whoop
I
your
will
ass.
stomp you. I will
I will
defeat
whoop your
you.
ass.
And you know this already.
Hey
That's why you
Sam,
won't play
man.
me.
I'm a grand.
That's why
I'm
you
gonna show
won't
you my
play me.
chessboard.
You
I'll
already
show you my
know.
chessboard.
You
I'll show you
already
my
know.
chessboard.
You
Let you know
already
how to
know
play.
my
I
works.
play chess for real.
You see me in action. I
Wait, how we
smash.
go from the
No,
science
but
part of the
listen.
conversation?
Come
What I'm
on,
saying is
Sam.
this.
Please,
What I'm
man.
saying is
Come on,
this.
bro.
Hold on. Let me get back on track. What I'm saying is this. When you put the science in this, reason why I disagree on that is this. Because it's already proven that time, your present, your past, and your future is all in one.
It
Since
is. That's
that's
true.
all in one, since
That's
that's
true.
all in one, you have to realize the only logical guess is do the math, put it in an equation, and when you put it in an equation, that means you as a representative because you're gonna tell me and everybody else gonna tell me I have a soul like everybody else that got a soul. If that to be the case, that means you sent yourself here
You have a
in
choice. That's why
this
I keep telling
realm.
you. You have a choice. You
You
have
you
good
do
and
have a
bad in you.
choice.
You have a
You
choice,
do have a
bro.
choice. Listen. The choice is this. The choice is this. And I'm gonna use the grandfather effect, and you can look this up. The grandfather effect is this. That means if you go back in time and let's say 1 minute, all it takes is 1 minute, you stop your daddy and your mama from having sex, and then they have sex. What that's saying is yes, that sperm gonna hit that same egg. Yes, it's gonna be you coming out, but it's not gonna be your soul. is not going to be your soul. Meaning, you're going to have the same ripple effects that you have in your life right now. They're going to go through the same ripple effects. It's not going to change anything in your life. Only thing it did is change your soul.
So if it changed
And
your soul,
that's what so what I'm saying is this. If you could get away from this 1% G force, because we in the G force, right? One G force, right? That's gravity. And you shoot, because they proved Einstein right by GPS, because that's the farthest. You know what I'm saying? Because the satellite, you know, you got the space station, but the GPS higher. You know what I'm saying? And that's still in our orbit. You know what I'm saying? That's not space. But look, once you get past that G force and you could go a quarter of speed of light, that's all you need to go. A quarter speed of light. That means your time gonna slow down, and that means
You
you
go in
could
the future.
see, look down on Earth, and you could see everything unfold. That
okay,
means
what's a
I
G
give
force?
you
What's a G force? What's a
You're
G
talking
force?
about
gravity.
gravity.
Gravity
When you
is
go against
gravity.
gravity
Okay,
and
so
time,
Gravity.
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 So which means if gravity was made, right? So which means everything we're talking about was made, right?
Well, you gotta
no,
So which
understand
means
it's
how
stuff
it
for the
was.
you
future.
say you believe in
How they
science. I
say.
heard what
Hold
you
on.
said. You say you
Hold
believe in
on.
science, right? So by you believing in
You gotta
science, everything
understand.
was
You gotta
made.
understand. It's two methods on how it made either or.
Huh?
And what you familiar? Yes, either or. Meaning there's two
How?
solutions
How?
because they don't know. So they're giving you two
So how you
solutions
know if they don't know? How you know if
because
they
they
don't
know.
know?
Okay. This what they know. This what I told you. Put it in equation. You don't understand equation. That's why I'm breaking it down to you.
Which means
If they
you
know, hold
cannot
on,
do
listen,
science.
listen.
All right, thank you. I appreciate what you're saying, number 11, but that's maybe you just came in on a conversation, and that's kind of off topic to the disagreement me and number 6 was having. You feel me? I feel like that's a smart brother. He can share a lot of things, and we sharing perspectives with each other. You feel me? So just out of respect, if it's not pertaining to what we talking about right now, just hold your fast. We can get into that. Go ahead, anybody.
I
Yeah,
like what Sam talking about, but I like what we all building on. But I could touch that base too if
right.
y'all want to talk about.
I wanted to chime in real quick before we get too far from the point. I jumped up here to add on to what Box Two was saying. Box Two, you've been real accurate with your science. You know what I mean? I could tell you well studied on the physical reality and stuff like that. I wanted to answer the question about the imagination though and how it could be affected, because that's kind of why we are on this journey of knowledge of self, because
Mm-hmm.
our imaginations of who we see ourselves and our capabilities are has been affected through the psychological abuse we've been put through. So us on this mission of knowledge of self is a testament to how the imagination can be stifled. You know, we don't see ourselves the way we should, and that's the
We
imagination.
don't.
But also reverse psychology, right? Reverse psychology isn't what people think it is. If I give you if you say you want a fruit, you want a piece of fruit, and I give you an apple and an orange, and I say choose between the apple and the orange, reverse psychology is making you think only your choices are an apple and an orange. When you can pick a pear, you could choose a peach, you could pick a plum, you could have bananas. So reverse psychology is also limiting that, and that's affecting your imagination as well. So there's multiple ways that the imagination can be tampered with, stifled on top of head trauma, right? You affect the brain in a certain way, and you're not going to be able to think and act at the same mental capacity that you were. You feel me? So there's multiple ways that the vessel can be altered, and then the energy of thought and imagination changes.
Yep. Certain
Right.
lives can ruin lives.
You're right. So I was saying like you can have a damaged body, right? Or you cannot take care of your body, or you cannot take care of your flesh, and it can suspend a lot of energy that your spirit was meant to travel through. So whenever we say become more conscious or become more knowledgeable,
a lot of the times, almost every time, we have to physically align ourselves. We have to physically eat certain things. We have to physically abstain from certain things in order for that spirit to vibrate at the level that it was intended to vibrate. So I'm
Exactly.
saying number six, that the physical and the energy is dependent upon each other. That's what makes
Okay,
reality.
okay. Can
I
I
believe
say
we're saying the
something?
same thing. We're saying the same
I'm
thing
number.
because if you're talking about eating healthy and doing that,
Y'all saying
all
the
we
same
doing is
thing in different
absorbing the.
ways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because all we doing, if you, all right, let's say I'm telling you that we're light beings, we originated for light beings even before the flesh and the planet. If I'm telling you that and you're telling me, oh, you got to eat a certain way, I'm actually saying the same thing
But
because
we
light
not
feed
just
off light.
we
But look,
just
look, look,
not
check this
like
out.
we just not
When you
like
eat,
beings though. I'm telling you, we fleshly
I'm not
beings
saying
too.
right now, right
Yeah.
now we're not, but the light is within us. But check this out, and I can prove it. When you eat kale, green. All you're eating is iron. That iron has been collected through that plant through photosynthesis, which been absorbing that light. So all we're doing is eating processed light to gain energy.
Correct. The
So it's
cycle that the
good for
body.
us.
Can I alley oop off of that
It's
real
just
quick?
processed. Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, the
So
process.
number six,
It,
I want to say this. I want to say this to him right quick. Number five, be real quick.
go ahead, brother.
Yes, that is true. But there are physical things that you have to do physically. There are care that you have to take care of your flesh physically to be able to transmit these things. I'm saying that is
I
dependent
agree. I
upon
agree.
each other. We're not just
I
light
agree.
beings. You're fleshly too. So you have the problem with today is not that, what I mean, we're not light beings no more. We're still light beings. We're just imbalanced. We're not in harmony with the
Right.
natural balance.
And that's why it's important to know thyself because it is things physically that you got to do. And dilating the vessels is very important. When I say dilating the vessel, that means open up the veins, meaning certain stretches that we should be doing daily
Right.
and frequently. Certain things
Right.
we should
Well,
do.
we are
Our
men.
core, the core of our body, our digestive system is our second brain.
Right.
And our guts. It's real
Right.
important that we take care of our stomach because if your stomach not aligned, you're not gonna be humble. You're not gonna be wise. You're not gonna be understanding. You're gonna be real agitated and bitchy and angry. That's why when people get cramps, they agitated, they hungry, and they frustrated. And that's
Right.
why when you want to
Right.
take a shit and your stomach hurting, and you walk into the bathroom and somebody try to stop you to have a whole conversation, you're gonna say, "Get the fuck out my way," because the stomach is controlling part of the nervous system. Meaning, we need to learn how to humble ourselves in this body in order to vibrate frequently and consistently how we should to keep our mindset right so we
Right. So
can
we just
accumulate our steps
imbalance.
so we can conquer our
Right.
destiny through the decisions that we
So,
make today.
are we
Yes,
talking
Right.
you
about
brothers
any
have
higher
Okay.
been
power?
saying
I feel like we have a better understanding now. Number six. Go ahead. Number five.
100%. You brothers have
Yeah,
been
are we
touching on
talking about
the
any
same
higher power?
topics and
Are
same
we talking about
concepts
any
this whole
higher power?
time, just from two different perspectives. But what Box 6 was talking about, us extracting that solar energy to electrify our body, right? Because that's what we're extracting. The solar energy is electricity. And that cycle is called the Krebs cycle in the body, right? Where the body breaks these things down to citric acid. All of these minerals, you eat food to break it down to citric acid so you can extract that solar electricity from it, like Box 6 was saying. You know what I'm saying? So, there's other cycles that extract electricity from these things as well. And electricity is what? Energy again. We're getting back to the energy, back to vibrations, back to waves and photons. So
Correct.
you brothers have definitely been talking about the same thing this whole time. Box 2 is using more scientific verbiage. Box 6, you're using a little bit more spiritual verbiage and philosophy. But you brothers are talking about the same thing, you know?
So, if it's spiritual and physical, how do we get to understand the logic behind what we're saying?
The logic is in the balance. Remember, I said it's a
Um,
balance, natural balance in the earth. So when you're not in accord with that balance, you're a little bit too fleshly, or you're a little bit too
Okay,
spiritual.
okay. So when you say that, I'm sorry, number two, right? So when you say that, right? So if I use like an analogy about a lion, that a lion is a protector, which means he just protect the
Right.
lioness and his cubs, right? So now A lion is more connected with nature. So if a lion is protecting the lioness, and the lioness is what get to go hunt and do all the extra stuff, right? How
Right.
we humans deviate from that? How? That's what I'm
Okay,
trying to,
so
because
I'm
we got
all
choices.
right.
We have
So
a
so
domain.
so I'm gonna explain this to you. In the physical, not every form, just like the ant, just like the lion, just like the human, their form don't have the same instructions based upon survival.
Because we got
So a
domain.
form like I'm gonna show you what I mean. Yeah, you got dominion, but I'm saying you as a physical vestment, I mean a physical vessel, you're meant to operate in the way you operate. A well is meant to operate in the way that it was made to operate. So that may be true for the instructions of the lion. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't say that that's not true for the human being. That's something I really don't have a fact of. People have different opinions on if the woman should hunt and the man should protect. But I know that we
No,
have our
because
own
you basing it off
instructions.
energy. You said energy, and lion does not have a choice, which means we have choices, right? So if you base it off energy, and a lion gets to protect the lioness just because it's needed, so which means our energy is more important than what it is. And you're right, right? So which means, does it mean all the time that we have the right energy, or we might have the wrong energy to support what we think is right? So which means your energy is
That's
based on your thought pattern. It's whatever you think
Right,
about, that's what you do.
right.
that's why you
You
got
you so number
that's
10,
why you got to be careful on what you
you can
think.
suspend. Look at the word that I'm saying. Suspend does not mean that it can't be used. Hold on, number 4. You can suspend your energy just by your thought pattern, just by the way you think. So that is
So
true. We have a limit. I don't feel like we have a free will. We have a limited free will. We
no,
have
you got
more
a
of a free
free
will.
will. You got choices, bruh. Which
But
means we have domain over everything.
you don't have control over the consequences. That's why it's a limited free will.
No, that's why you have choices, because you get to choose your consequences. So whatever you do, you get the repercussion of your choice. So which means if you make a good decision, you get to reap what you sow. If you make a bad
It's called
decision, you get
fruit
to
of
reap
your
what you
labor.
sow.
The thoughts,
Right. Go ahead, brother.
right? But look, let me
Yeah,
tell you
so which
something.
means
You
if
got to
you
be
get to
real
reap,
careful on what you
if you
think
get,
because
yeah, thank you. Which means it's not your thinking
your
pattern have
thoughts.
nothing to do with energy, bruh. Which means energy is what we cannot explain. That which means energy is mass.
Y'all,
Which means
no,
it
no,
makes
y'all saying the
everything.
same thing, but listen, it's just different laws to what y'all saying because your thoughts become the words, your words become action, your action become habits, your habits become character, and your character
Okay, so
become
how can you
destiny.
say it
So,
based
with
off
that being
energy then?
said,
How can you say
your
just
thought
energy?
process, you thinking about something, is actually you molding your future, and you don't even know it until you speak it and do it and make a habit of
Okay,
doing it.
so how does your thought pattern have to do with energy if it's
Your
in your
thought
brain?
process is off your survival. So if you see something
Right.
that's
Yo,
working
yo
for
so
somebody
look.
and you try to duplicate it, you'll think it worked for you, and eventually that will be your destiny.
Right.
That's why things in the Bible and the Quran and the Torah is all it is information to survival and to
Right.
secure your destiny and have control of your
Right.
life
So
so that your
That's true.
family can depend on you independent and nations can thrive.
right.
That's why when you
So
look at
so so
reverse psychology, that
Right.
everybody know that the Bible is a Black history book, but when you look at a
Don't
certain
say
group of
that. No,
people,
no, 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 no,
listen,
no,
let
no,
me
no, 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 no.
finish, let
right.
me
Hold on,
Don't
hold
finish,
on.
say
let
Let me
me
that.
hold
The
on.
finish.
Bible is a
Look,
history book. They use the
oh my
Bible
God,
against us. Yes, you're right about that.
listen,
But
let me finish. That's what I'm telling you. you Reverse psychology is really real.
it is.
Everybody know that, listen, everybody know that the Bible is a Black history book, but it's information in there that is true, and it is things in there that has been tampered with. We know this, but you also got to look at what's happening here. You're looking at somebody that caused affliction on a certain race of people, a little percentage, not even a lot, but got the world to believe that it was a lot and got us to believe it ourselves, but that's another topic. But
Right.
what they're doing is holding our information in their hand so that we look at it and be like, that can't be for us. Look who's holding it. So it's kind of reverse psychology to keep you
Right.
away from it.
but be careful when you go against what's actually yours because you
Right.
can actually curse yourself. That's why when
Okay,
it
so
comes to
which
people
means
talking about
all right.
information,
So so
don't be
so look,
too quick to go against things. Just see the truth in it, and if you don't see the truth in it, speak or like
so
just don't gravitate to it.
so so number 10, I want to answer your question. What does thoughts have to do with energy? Your thoughts administer your energy. So if you have the thought in your mind, right, that ain't nothing, and I can never be nothing, right? And I don't have this power that billionaires talk about, that number six and number five and everybody else talk about, right? You would never be able to administer that into that direction because the thinking dictates where you're going to place the energy. So I'm gonna give you another example, and I'm gonna end it. Now, if your priorities is on a woman, right, and is your priorities is not on yourself and getting the things that you need for yourself to sustain yourself, you're going to transmit your energy towards that direction,
that makes sense.
which is
That
yeah,
makes
which
so
is
much sense. That's the problem because it's called psychologically impaired. But people believe in things simply because they want it to exist. That go down all the way to the holidays. And when people get psychologically impaired to things, it's hard for them to get them away from it to go astray because they got in the
Okay,
habit of doing it.
so by you saying that, are you also by you saying that, will you not say that that is based off subject of programming? So which means how you was raised is
Yes,
how
it
you
is
get to move.
programming.
yes. It's based off a lot of things, but that's definitely one of the issues.
Okay, so now, okay, so which means I'm listening to what you guys are saying, and I'm just trying to add on because I'm listening to you, but based by me listening to you, I'm trying to understand what you're saying, right? Say for example, if you was taught by your grandmother, which means your grandmother have a certain way of doing things just because the way she was taught, and she get to
Right.
teach you that, and you get to be a certain way just because of her thought pattern, right? Which means the
Hmm.
energy that is in your brain have nothing to do with the way you was raised in order for you to move. Which means you was taught this at a younger age, so you believe it's okay just because that's how you was taught. It have nothing to
Right.
do with your energy, bro. So which means it
Right.
takes for you
Okay.
to
Okay.
focus your
Okay.
energy
So
It
on
number
does
10.
something
have to do
in
So
with your
wait,
order
hold
for
on.
you to
energy.
Wait,
Look,
hold on.
y'all
So
missing
number
this point.
so number
Y'all
10.
missing
So
one
check this
point.
out. Number 10. I could take that same principle, right? You were taught a lot of things at your age. You were influenced by a lot of different things, but you made the choice to gravitate towards what you wanted to gravitate towards.
because of
Hmm.
common sense. Because of common sense, you know
Kabox,
what is right and you know what is wrong. So
No, it's
which means
not
you
because of
Kabak
common sense.
six, Kabak
it's
six,
common
and then
sense.
me chime in real quick. Kabak six and me chime in real quick, brothers. Go ahead, box six.
Okay, so it's not that. It's about bravery. So when you be brave enough to seek other information and call it flipping over every stone, that's when you get that type of information where you know, damn, my grandma was wrong. And like I found out. Now you got to teach people that's of your kind that you found the truth. And that truth some people can't handle and they're not ready to let go certain traditions that's actually putting them in a worse situation is not helping them, it's hurting them. So it comes from bravery because if you tell your kid Disney World is the devil, but your kid will never go. And he'll tell his kids, and his kids will never go. But it's gonna take one kid to be born to be like, fuck that. I'm gonna go see what Disney World about. And then that one kid go and find out what Disney World is and be like, holy shit. This is where everybody bring their kids to have fun. This is not the devil. They just wanted to keep me away from it. So it take you to go fearless and look into all the wicked and nasty and voodoo and Yoruba. Look at all that evil shit they don't want you to read to scare your ass. And you're gonna find something
Okay,
in there that's gonna wake you up for you could be like, holy shit, now I know more about this side. And now it's equaling up for me knowing the truth from the lie, and I know what I am and how things operate. So
okay,
it take you to be fearless to get to a certain level of understanding.
okay. But in
And
order for you to be fearless, don't you have to have confidence in self? Which means in order for you to do anything you do, right, you gotta
Yes,
have
and
some
that
type of
goes through
confidence.
genetically. That's genetically. If your granddaddy, great granddaddy was a warrior, is that warrior is inside of you.
that's the
Okay, so where's
energy.
that energy
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
from then?
You
That's
That's
the
what I'm
still
trying to
energy.
say.
That's
can
the
I
energy.
chime in real quick because I'm about to
Yeah, yeah.
explain
Go
that.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Box 10, box 10. In your example, you actually gave the answer in your example, right? Because When you are learning these things, that's your thoughts. Whatever you learned becomes your thoughts. So that's that thought realm and that energy and those vibrations. But then you also said your grandmother taught you these things. And that's an example of a transference of energy. You know how they say energy cannot be destroyed or created? It simply gets
Yes.
transferred. So when your grandmother teaches you these things, she is transferring that energy that was transferred to her as well. You feel me? So that's the cycle that you're involved in, and you gave
Is it the
it
energy
right with that
being
example.
transferred, or is it the thought
So
pattern being transferred, bro?
The
they
energy is
are
being transferred through the thought.
they are they
Yeah.
are related. They are related because you focus your physical energy in the places that your mental energy kind of dictates. So there's a different nuance here with thought energy, right? That type of energy, and then your physical
Being
energy.
transferred on different levels,
It's different levels of it. Exactly. And that's actually what
dimensions
dictates the state of matter. The energy is what dictates the state of matter. You feel me? The frequency that
of
the
dimension.
particles are vibrating at determines what state of matter it's in. So that frequency is like the thought.
Hmm.
Hey, number two, you said
See,
something about words can't be physical, but I
And
just
then,
found
you
out
know what I mean,
is one
the whole
is
thing
one
on
word
different
that
dimensions, you know what I mean, allows it to be transferred and allows it to be manifested. You know what I mean?
yeah, y'all gotta be real careful what y'all think because imagination, manifestation. But
and
I
that's
know
what
this
I'm
is
trying
one.
to say. Right? This is what I'm
What
trying to say. Right? Hold on. I want to show you guys something. Hold on. Dang, where I put this shit?
what imagination,
Which means
manifestation?
yeah, which means a book. It's a book that I'm reading, right? I get to make you understand
Yep.
the way you think is what makes you to be who you are. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying,
It's
right? So, which
it's
means now
called
I
cognitive
get to understand.
behavioral therapy. It's called cognitive behavioral therapy. The
Yeah. Okay.
science
Okay.
behind,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Now,
what
from a
you think
psychologist
and what you
perspective,
tell yourself dictates your actions. How you
yes,
think
yes,
dictates your actions.
yes. Right. Right. But it's a lot of people out here that saying words out their mouth and they don't even understand what they're saying. People just use words to have a conversation, but
But
That's
people
that's
does
true.
not
okay.
understand the
That's how it
That's
starts.
true.
people.
That's okay.
But
Because
but
thoughts
people does not
become the words,
understand the
That's not. It's
power
what
not
of
have it.
okay.
words. People
It's
does
not
not
okay.
understand the
No, them
power of
speaking those
words.
words, they're gonna learn through people that know.
But it's
Or
not cool
dispel.
for you to. It's not. I don't think it's cool, right? This is the host, right? Check this. I hear a lot of people on here. I'm just as a host. Well, I'm not even a paid host. I'm a broadcaster now, right? As the
Yeah.
broadcaster who is pretty much moderating this panel, I just let people talk, even though I know that what they say don't make sense completely, right? Because this is for entertainment. Also, it's a learning process too. Like, if
Yes,
you know that the shit they saying really, people just want to sound smart at the end of the day. Because if you ask most of these
real
people,
shit.
where did you get this information from? Who taught you? They don't even have a teacher, but people just be wanting to sound smart. Just let a motherfucker sound smart, man.
So who's sounding smart right now, host? Who making you feel like they don't know what they're talking about, host?
Man, I'm reading a book. I'm reading Dr. Seuss' Green Eggs and Ham right now. Go ahead, y'all. Carry on, man.
Nah, bro, right? Like I'm trying to say, right? Which means okay, your thought is what you are. Now, say if I learned something from my grandmother and she was suppressed, by she being suppressed, she have a thought pattern that she making me to understand suppression is okay because she was suppressed. That's what she have learned.
Right.
So because she had learned suppression, now she making me to understand suppression. Right now, I start reading and get to understand suppression is not okay. So now it's whatever I have just learned from my grandmother. In order for me to be the best version of myself, I have to debunk it
Right.
just because the fact that what she have learned is not it's something else just because she's coming from a suppression stage and I don't want to be suppressed. So whatever she taught me that was okay, I have to relearn that shit to make myself to feel like it's okay. Like say for example, if my grandmother raised me to have low self-esteem, I would have low self-esteem. It's gonna take for me to build my self-esteem to have a high self-esteem. So which means I'll have to reteach myself is whatever I have learned from my grandmother in order not to do that shit because it's not beneficial to me.
Okay.
Right.
I agree with that.
But
And
also,
that's what I'm trying to
also
say,
what you're
But
bro.
at the
Like
saying
same,
at
hold
is,
the
on, wait.
end,
Number six at the same, not number six, number 10. At the same time, not everybody is easily influenced and allow other people to mold them.
bro, you are influenced based on who raised you.
No,
Your
I
mother
said
have
easy.
a
I said
major influence on you.
not.
Your
That's
father
not
does.
always the case. That's not always the
You're
case.
not
That's what I'm trying
listening,
to tell
bro.
you. You
Whoever
could have been
raised you
listening.
is where
You
you
could have
come
been
from
raised.
a
I'm gonna show
psychology
you what I mean.
perspective.
You got people who are born right in religious homes. They born in. They come up in religious households, Christian households, Muslim households, right? And they're being influenced in so many different ways to go towards a certain direction. And some of them do, and some of them don't. So not everybody
Right.
is easily as influenced. You have some
Yes,
people.
yes, yes. It's like I told you, my dude, right? Everybody have a choice, which means you have a choice, right? Your choice is to be good or to be evil, right? Which means you have a choice. That is a must, because why? The earth have to be balanced. So good and evil have to exist in order for the earth to even work, to go in circles, right? So everybody have a choice. What you gravitate to is what you have learned to make you feel comfortable for you to understand. So, which means if somebody says something that you already heard, you get to confirm it and get to accept it just because the fact you heard it before.
I agree with that.
If you don't, so if you don't hear something before, now you're starting to question it. What does this mean? What is this? What is that? Because why? Your was taught by somebody else. So,
Right.
so which means
I'm gonna show. I'm gonna show you what I mean. Right.
It takes off
You
the
have
shadow
you have
worship.
you have a
To get
lot of
over
you have
that.
a lot of. I was one of these kids. You feel me? Growing up. And I was taught that God is in the sky. You feel me? And there's a heaven after we die and shit like that. I never gravitated towards. I was influenced by this repeatedly, but I never accepted that as a part of my belief system. I didn't believe that. You get what I'm saying? So that's not.
I do get what you're saying. So, which means your
I'm just
heart.
saying that's not always the case. Like you're shaped by what you influenced by.
I feel like you shaped by what you allow
Even
influence you.
even your language is shaped on by what we believe. You know what I mean?
Oh
Bro,
The
yeah,
whole the
okay,
whole
so if you
but
the
say
but
that,
it's
language of
right?
what we
but it's
consider
but it's what
language.
you allow to influence you. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, but if you say that, then say for example, your mother raised you. So which means your mother influence is not relevant.
A lot of people don't listen to their mamas at all.
That's not what I'm saying though. Which your mother's supposed to have the most influence on you. So whoever raised you is where you coming
I
from,
feel
bro.
like my mama is incorrect.
That's
let me
on
tell
Yeah,
y'all
I'm
that's on
talking.
something,
a
man. Let me tell y'all
logical.
something.
Hold
Let me tell
on.
y'all something.
I'm not
Can
talking
I?
about a phenomenon.
Listen.
Listen, hold on, number
Working in
10.
a
I'm not
medical
talking
field.
about I'm not talking about a phenomenon. I'm talking about something that happen every day. I don't agree with you. It sounds good.
Even
Hold on.
Okay.
phenomenon, the shape on phenomenon. The understanding
Let
of
me tell y'all some real
phenomenon
shit.
is shaped by your identity and who you believe you are. You know what I mean?
Let me
But
tell y'all
who
some
you
real
And
believe
shit.
your
you are comes
understanding
from
for
your
that. You
parents.
know what I
Your
mean?
parents have to build that structure in your brain for you to understand who you are. Your parents is the first
Number
people you
10.
come to get
Number
to determine
10.
yourself who you are, bro.
Hey, number 10. Look, listen, right. But you also have to keep it in mind. Remember, the blood is alive. Is different. Blood. That's hereditary. That so it's things genetically you're part of. You're doing it as if you gain on yourself. But really, you might have a wise family member. Blood and it is her blood.
I
So
can't
it's
hear
a
you, bro.
grace
You
that's
staticky,
in
bro. I
place
can't hear
here.
you. I can't hear you, bro. You staticky.
All I'm saying is
Well,
your thought genetically.
the point both brothers are trying to bring are valid, right? You're talking about two different aspects of influence, though. On a logical level, yes, we can think for ourselves and make our own decisions. A lot of us come from Christian backgrounds and we don't practice that now, and probably didn't take to it. Me specifically, I can never say I was a full believer of Christianity. I just always wasn't into it. But my mother is to this day, and she's almost become a Hebrew Israelite in a way. And I don't
Yeah,
subscribe
but
to none of that. So, but
yeah, but when
hold
you
on, let
say
me, let me just land my plane real quick, bro, and then I got you. But there are values and habits that I picked up by naturally being raised by this woman, though, and my father as
Right.
well. You know what I mean? So there are programming that we get. There is programming that we get on a subconscious level to where those that are around us do influence us. But
Don't
also,
necessarily
yes,
think it.
we have our own minds and own decision making process. And that's the balance between the subconscious and the conscious mind. Consciously, you're going to make your own decisions, but your subconscious is taking messages and being influenced when you don't even realize it. You feel me? So it's a balance. It's
Yeah,
100% a
you're
balance.
right.
You're
Absolutely so, right. Like, say if you don't like church, right? If you don't like church, do you think it because it took your parents to make you to hate church? So which means they took you to church so much that you don't like this shit. They did it so much to you at the time where you was not even conscious to understand like what's going on. They did it so much way that you don't even like it. But as you get older, you get to understand what it was trying to instill in you is exactly what it was.
Okay, what if I'm just not a church kind of kid? I'm a church dad.
You
One of
not,
my
which
best
means
ways.
in
Listen, hold on.
order for you,
I learned from experience. I learned from touching the stove. That's the way I learn. I don't learn from sitting up there listening to you tell me what's right and wrong.
and that's what I'm trying to say. Like, say for example, right? Like I'm trying to tell you, right? Your parents took you to church from the age of 1 until you was 18. Because they did that so much, you don't like church. You say fuck this shit just because this shit is not for me, just because the way it make you feel to go to church at the time, right? Now, as you get older, you get to understand what your parents are trying to make you to understand is exactly what it is. Now it's either you get to
preaching the same God.
When you're free,
You know what I mean? Brush your teeth. You know what I mean? It goes the same way. You know what I mean? You use your left brain to understand. You know what I mean?
Right.
you
But
use your brain to understand.
I'm saying if what he's saying is absolutely true, and that's a whole nother term, absolutely true, meaning is that everything we wouldn't even be in the position we in right now if a lot of us would have took all of the influence of our parents. You have a
Thank you.
lot of children more than you think that don't listen to their parents.
And that's what I'm trying to say. So which means your parents stand for something. So until you stand for something, then you was try to do different. If you don't stand for nothing, you will never do different because the fact that you're gonna accept what society is offering you and you're gonna think it's okay. But if you stand for
Right.
something, you're gonna go against the grain just because the fact that you stand for what you stand for.
Okay,
That's
okay,
the
okay.
whole. So which means so when it comes to energy, which means I understood what you were trying to say with energy, but if you have no purpose, where is the energy going?
It's suspended.
Exactly. So which means you gotta have a purpose to understand energy. Which means you're putting your energy into something that is powerful in order for you to be right. That's where your energy lies. Just because the fact that is
Right.
whatever you focus on and whatever you
All
make
right.
your brain to
So
believe.
does it mean that I don't stand on nothing, right? Because I don't want to
No,
believe
that's
there's a
not what
heaven.
I'm saying. No, 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 no. I'm not saying that, bro. I'm just saying like, but my interpretation of energy is this, right? I must
Right.
have a purpose in order to apply my energy. If I have no
Right.
purpose, I
I agree
cannot
with
apply that energy, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. So, which means if I say, "Oh, I want to be a lawyer," and I don't go to school and I don't do the proper things to become a lawyer, I will never become a lawyer, bro. Which means that the
that.
universe is not just gonna give me the energy just because I want to be a lawyer.
Right.
I will
You
have to do
already
the
got the
proper
energy.
things to be a lawyer.
Right.
All right, it's my turn now. I've been quiet for a long
Go ahead,
time. It's my
Umar. Go
turn.
ahead, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, that is good job, brother. Now, our purpose is missing because when we was born, they gave 12 grades to complete, right? Just from kindergarten. Son, you going to graduate. Okay, now let's erase that. That purpose is not even supposed to be there. So now we should have been functioning on the 12 desires, ups, the 12 faculties, ups, the 12 thoughts, ups, the 12 apostles, ups. We should have been focusing on, like, let me give a demonstration. Let me see. Let me see. The purpose of a flower, feel me, when it pop out the ground, that flower is a baby flower. It grows up to reach its divine potential, its divine purpose by becoming a tree. Amazing that flower reached to become a tree. Why? Or a bush. Why? It reaches purpose. But look, a little baby tiger, a little baby miniature could just pop out the mama's womb. It reaches its purpose to become a great fine tiger. Hallelujah. Hey, that's excellent. But when it comes to a human being pop out the mother's womb, and then we're a human being. Then we're supposed to become divine beings. Our purpose has been stolen, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it has. How can we
No, your
cultivate the brain
purpose.
now? How can we grow and cultivate now? If we would have learned about the 12 mind frame, the 12 cultivations, the 10 processes and the cultivations of the brain, of the mind, we probably would have been, way further ahead and been developed into what we already was when we came out the stomach. We just would have been grew into that, you know?
Yes,
But
sir.
man
Yes,
grabbed
sir.
it and said, oh, we got to go to 1, 2, 3, 12 grades. Got to go to school.
Can I
Get up, boy. Get up.
can I
Right.
alley
It
oop?
used it
Can
used to
I
be
alley
40
oop off
years. It
of
used
that,
to be 40
Caesar?
years.
Can I chime in on that, because what you're talking about is important, and we definitely talked about. Well, I tried to bring up the fact of reverse psychology and how that limited us and what we would think our potential would be, and that's exactly what you're describing, right? We don't see ourselves as those divine beings from the jump. And that's because reverse psychology has been played on us. We think we could either be a basketball player, a rapper, some sort of
Yeah,
criminal. If you're
yeah.
lucky, you could get some legit job that we don't even think about until our
Thank
mid
you.
20s and late 30s.
Thank
And
you.
that's reverse psychology. Our options are limited because of what's been presented to us. And we don't even imagine what other potentialities or our
I
full
found the book.
potential even is. And what I'm gonna land the plane with this, right? Thank you, because I'm about to bring up a book as well, right? When he brought up the school system and the grades, that's very important because in this book here, right, by John Gatto, it's called Dumbing Us Down. And it's talking about how the school curriculum really is hindering intelligence, right? So
Mm.
we do go through this school system. We go through 1 through 12, just like the God in box 8 was saying, and they are dumbing us down, right? Even further limiting our imagination on what our potential is at such an early age. Kindergarten is 5 and 6 years old, sometimes 4 years old. So imagine if we were learning that proper knowledge of self all the way back then,
Right.
So
right?
you think they're doing this
Mind
purposely? You think
control.
they're doing this purposely?
That's why
They're
we
trying to
having
like
this
to suppress
conversation,
us?
Of
man. We trying to
course
figure
they're
it
Y'all
out
doing
want
so
to
we
this.
hear
can
about
teach
the
the next
schools of
generation.
the 12 grades we went to? Would y'all like to hear about that? Just so
Wait,
it'll give
hold
y'all
on.
No,
a
like no,
lesson
no, no, no.
Hold on.
if y'all do
Let's
Before
find
you
it.
say something, right? I just want to say,
let's
cause
answer
my
the
man
brother's
said,
question. Yes, it is being done on purpose. It is
okay, so it's
calculated
being
and it is planned.
okay, so it's calculated and it's planned, right? Why is
Yeah.
that? Why? Why?
Because you're part of something that they don't want you to communicate with.
For
That have
Okay, are we
control,
talking about the black race or are we talking about the mass of people?
It's about
both.
control, bro.
It applies,
Everybody.
it
Yeah,
applies
so
to
okay.
both.
If
Then there's
control
a
goes to
specific
everybody or just the black race? That's what I'm trying to understand.
Control. Control over everybody. Not
it goes for
everybody, but
everybody.
but
Then
a
there's a
select few is
specific
going to be in control.
then there's a
Okay, okay, okay,
specific
okay,
type of control implemented for us as well.
okay.
Hmm.
How many people on this panel know about Black Wall Street?
Tulsa,
To me.
Oklahoma, and there were others
Okay, there you
besides
go.
Tulsa
So
as well.
there you go. Okay, so in Oklahoma, right, for Black Wall Street to be Black Wall Street, it took black people to get conscious enough to work together to build a community of economics, right?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Exactly. So right now, I get what you're trying to say, right? But we have no consciousness, so we lost the consciousness based off the fact of what our parents have told us. Because why they are been suppressed. and we are the conscious one right now. But we still fighting a battle because what we was taught. So which means it would take for you to get up in the books and start reading to make yourself feel like you just learned some shit in order for you to feel empowered. Because why?
Right.
Our grandparents and our parents made us to understand you cannot do this, you
Right.
cannot do that. It would take like it's like number two said. It would take for me to go to the stove and turn that bitch on and put my hand on it and burn myself to get to understand that shit, right?
Right.
'Cause-
All right. So look,
and
number 10. So check this out. Yes. Yes. We should be as conscious people. You know what I mean? Working together, exchanging perceptions, but having the same goal when it comes to our people. But I think
thank you.
a lot of us don't realize that this is going to take a lot of patience. We didn't get into this situation overnight, and we're not going to get out of this situation overnight. You may be laying the foundation for future generations. So I don't see like this something that's going to change next year or the next 10 years. But I can play a part in laying the foundation. Probably 5 years from now,
Thank you.
we won't be arguing about where we're different. I take your perspective, you take my perspective, we going to the same goal. Now I had one weapon, now I got 6 weapons to skin the cat.
Thank you. That's why the white man destroyed Black Wall Street. Because why? It was making us conscious. After Black Wall Street, the second conscious black people was Dr. King and Malcolm X. And they got the fuck out of here. After that, it brought Michael Jackson on TV, my nigga. To lose your consciousness. So which means like you were saying, everything that we learn from in grade 1 to 12 is suppression for us to be workers, not entrepreneurs. It's not for you to believe in yourself. So which means if you believe in yourself, the sky is the limit because you believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you're gonna go to a work. You're gonna go work for somebody and depend on a person to give you money in order to pay your bills. That's what it took from us. You
They
can
give
never
us the
grow
tools
food. You
because
can't do nothing right now just because we are dependent on the system. So which means by me needing groceries, I gotta go to the grocery store. And most likely it's owned by a white person. If I need a car, I gotta go to a car lot. It's owned by a white person. So everything that we get to consume, right, is owned by white people or somebody above us, right? And we are in a space where we have the most
Right.
money, but we have nothing to prove
Right.
for it. All we
Right.
do
So
is
what I'm
buy
saying,
vehicles. Like we are
number 10
consumers.
is we got a long way to go. You get what I'm saying? We got to get on the same page. Then we have our own struggles that just come without oppression. So this is not an overnight thing. You get what I'm saying? Each generation keep building the wall. So right now, that's just the time that we're at. A lot of us are learning great things, and I learn to love. I love to learn from all you brothers, because it's giving me different perspectives on how to accomplish the same goal. You know what I mean? Eventually, we'll come to that point. But at first, I feel like it's necessary for us to exchange and disagree and agree because it opens up both of our minds.
Yeah,
and
but we
that
are
and that
limited.
right
That's
and
what.
that right there and that right there will be the reason why we won't be able to become one mass group of people. Because
Well,
like I always tell people, peace is a beautiful but shitty idea. Because at the end of the day,
right,
we all don't have one common goal. We don't.
right.
Everybody in this panel
All
may
right.
got
So,
different goals. So at the end of the day, theoretically, you have to be realistic. You know what I mean? Only time us humans do all come to one common ground is unless something is above us, which something that can destroy us all.
right.
That's the only time we come
Okay.
to agreement. So what in today's age or age, in the future, are we going to, be fearing of that'll make us come together as a
Right.
group of people? Because a lot of us got different goals. You know what I mean? A lot of us don't
Right.
fear the white man. A lot of us do fear the white man. A lot
Right.
of us is in bondage. A lot of us don't, you know what I mean? Don't even know that we in bondage.
Oh,
You get what I'm saying? A lot
so
of us is rich. A lot of us is poor. So my thing is, what thing would you bring to the table that'll make everybody want to come? Because
right.
theoretically, like I said, more peace
All
is a
right.
beautiful but shitty
Bro,
idea.
we are
I
conscious
I
right
want
now,
to so
bro.
hold on.
We on this
Number
panel.
nine.
We are
I want to
limited,
say
bro.
this. Number nine. Then I'm gonna answer your question. Number nine. Now let's say I'm a person that worked in the system. I have experience in the system and how the system works. Right. You have your knowledge. Number nine that you learned. Right. It is in your best interest to listen to my perspective on something I have experience of. So it can show you how to maneuver. It can show you how to give above what you're going through. So I just feel like we're all at that stage right now. You get what I'm saying? I do feel like a lot of us on the panel want the same thing at the end of the day. We just arguing about different ways to get to it.
Yeah, I agree. That's the thing. We are all arguing about different ways to get to it. You got your strategy, and I got mine. You know what I'm saying? If your
Right.
strategy don't align with mine, then I don't want you on my team. That's not
Yeah,
what I'm
but
theoretically saying, but that's what a lot of us would think.
that's
So
a
my
stupid.
thing
That's what I'm saying. We have to grow out of that though. Number nine. That's a stupid. That's a you limiting yourself.
in
Yeah.
today's age, it's not really stupid because there are different ways to build what
Hey.
you want to build.
No, no, no,
It's
no.
not
Okay, so
stupid
you
because
saying
there are
what I'm
different
saying?
ways.
Okay, yeah. I'm
There,
saying
We
to
yeah,
be
all
like,
have
there's
it.
different
Hey y'all,
ways.
right, number
Yeah.
language got
nine.
us
Number nine,
thinking
what I'm saying,
like
to be that way,
individuals.
to be closed minded, right? And saying, okay, I read all these books, I got the solution. You feel me? That's stupid. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying we have
That's
to
I mean
grow out. We
I
have to
agree with you
grow
on
out of
that.
these things. You feel me?
Our
I
language
agree with you
has
on that.
gotten us
Y'all
thinking
know
like
what?
individuals.
Y'all know
You know what I
what?
mean?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Seven.
Our language has gotten us thinking like individuals. You know what I mean?
But we are
Um,
individuals.
no, we're all connected in
Okay,
dividing.
elaborate.
You know what I mean? It's a spell.
We're individuals,
You know what I mean?
but socially we're connected.
We are our own enemies. You know what I mean? Because it's in us that we are enemies. You know what I mean? So the whole thing. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We in a sense have gotten ourselves separated in a sense from the whole big all of the situation. We're ever expanding.
Because we don't have a common goal. As
You
long as you don't
know
have a
what I
common
mean?
goal with nobody, then ain't nothing going to
But
lie.
You know what I mean?
like I was saying earlier, let's you're right. Like I was trying to say earlier, why we don't have a common goal, right? Now, this is from my perspective. If I'm wrong, somebody please make me understand I'm wrong, okay? Right? So which means from my perspective, right? I believe whoever gets to control the mass of people have to I won't even say who. I will go directly to the Vatican, which means the Vatican control history. The Vatican know who is is most powerful, who is not the most powerful. So I believe that they understand what they understand. They understand that the black community or the black race is more powerful than them. So because they know the black race is more powerful than them, they try to use all type of tactic and manipulation in order to suppress us just because they understand the truth and we don't understand the truth. And in order for us to understand the truth, we will have to be conscious enough, like like the way Black Wall Street was, in order for us to be productive. Because right now we don't have nothing. All we have is just consuming shit. It just because it's whatever they give us. That's exactly what we take. Because we have no culture. And why we have no culture? Because they took you from somewhere else and brought you here. And because they brought you from somewhere else here, they get to discrimble your brain and make you feel some type of way. That's where the confusion lies. Like religion is not the problem. The problem is confusion, which means everybody have their own perspective of how they things should be. And why is that? Because everybody have a parent. Everybody parent was raised a separate way. So because your parent was raised a separate way and my parent was raised a separate way, you might be Christian. I might be Muslim. I might make you feel like, oh, you wrong just because you Muslim, and I might make you feel like I'm wrong just because I'm Christian. Just because of that, that's the reason why we having like this. I mean, like this battle, because they understood, like they know what's going on, so they use confusion in order for us not to get it right. So even if you read all them fucking books and get to read books and become scholars, we still not gonna understand what's going on. All that gonna do is
Yeah.
just me make it's gonna make you feel like I'm smarter than you, and you're gonna make me feel like you're smarter than me, and we're gonna go back and forth arguing just because of confusion,
And that
bro.
and and number 10, that right there is the reason why me personally there is no point. Like because you just spread it. You literally just open the door to like that's the reason why what's the point of let's try to unite in
Hey,
2022, let's try to unite. You get what I'm
hey,
saying? With
family,
all the
I just want to
technology
say
we
one.
got and all the technology we got, all this information we got, man, that is not possible. Only time we
Yeah,
unite
right
is
now
if
in
we
the
got
black
one common goal
community,
of fear.
in the
It
black
literally
community
there is
right
no
now.
point.
Hey, real quick, y'all. I just want to say one quick thing. Reading books do not make you a scholar. I just want to point that out. According to the science of etymology, The word scholar derives from school. In order to be a scholar, you have to be qualified. I mean, you have to be verified and certified by somebody who is qualified. You have to go through an institution of learning, higher learning. That's how you become recognized amongst any on this app. People just throw away the term, throw around the term scholar. That's not how it works, though.
That's what I'm trying to say, host. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Niggas read books and think they the smartest nigga in the world because they've been reading some books that made their brain to feel some type of
Mm-hmm.
way for the moment. So they think they got this shit figured the fuck out. No, you do not.
But
That's the
but but
problem.
nobody
That's why
no
we are confused.
That's
nobody
right.
nobody will ever have it figured out because the universe is constantly changing. Like it's
Yeah.
constantly expanding.
That's the
So
If
point.
if
we'll never
if
have it figured
somebody
out 100%.
if somebody
No one,
profess
no
to
one. The
Congo,
answer will
man,
never be 100% true.
if somebody professes to be a scholar or a teacher, y'all, ask them where's their body of works. What have they done? Because it's not about reading
Yeah,
books. You gotta manifest that information that you reading in them books. That all that book, that shit. Like I got a library, but don't none of this shit mean nothing if I don't have any
yeah,
physical, tangible works, a
exactly.
legacy, a
Especially if
physical
you can
Thank
legacy
barely
you.
read.
that I left behind.
Especially if
These
you
Mm-hmm.
read
these
like
books
at the
don't
third
mean
grade
shit.
level, bro. Exactly.
Right. So true indeed. Like
Hey,
even Jesus said in the Bible, he say, as a tree is known by the fruit it produces, so is a man known by his works. So in order to be a true scholar, we have to look at your body of works. What have you done with that information? I don't care what you think you know. What you don't know anything until you live it. To know something is to be that which you know. And for us to see a reflection, a manifestation of that which you know through your works. But I yield.
Yep. Faith without works is dead. Looking at, but that's true.
You
People love
see,
to go off talk
now
and
what
not
happened
off
to the
action.
unifying 12th grade conscious raising school that we had? What happened to that? Do anybody know about that? I happen to
bro,
be a
which
teacher.
man, school is a failure, bro. We go to fail in school, bro. We go to be workers, bro.
Anybody heard of the
I
12th
love school
12th
growing up
grade 12th grade
to an
conscious
extent.
raising? The 12th grades rose your conscience up. Now you can able to be successful in the world. Did y'all ever hear about that?
No.
Wow, that's deep.
Bro, I tell everybody this shit. If you go to work and you go to work, you're gonna work for somebody, you're making that person rich. You work for yourself, you're giving you the opportunity to be rich, right? Now, by you working for self might come with a lot of trials and tribulations just because you have to go through it just to be your best version of yourself, right? Most people does not want to go through the trials and tribulation. That's why niggas go to get a job, bro. There's niggas out here that could do anything that they want to do. But niggas does not have the belief system to want to believe in themselves to do something just because they are conditioned. By being conditioned, it took suppression for you to be conditioned. And Willie Lynch made you to understand that shit.
No, there's nothing wrong
That's
with getting
why
a
is when I
job. There's
said
nothing wrong with getting a job and understand how that job works because
there's
the
nothing
same
wrong
thing
with
you
a
got from
job,
that
bro. Which means,
job you can pull into
bro,
your make your own business
yes,
theoretically.
there you go. You see, you just said it, which means you get a job, which means by you getting a job is a stepping stone. But you should be responsible for yourself. So, which means by you
Damn, that
being
hurt.
responsible for yourself, your IQ get higher. It just because the fact that you're responsible for yourself. But if you depend on somebody else, your IQ get weaker just because the fact that you know every Friday you're gonna get paid. If you know you're not gonna get paid on Friday, you sit there and think about ways to make the money because you have to pay the bills, right? But if you have to go through the white man to get the money, be in your brain that every Friday you get your paycheck. And by getting your paycheck every Friday, now you get to be content with yourself and don't want to be your full potential just because the fact that you get a paycheck every Friday. That's the confusion from my perspective, just because it's like the more I depend on myself, I gotta be innovative. If I depend on uh what the mass is offering me, I get to be limited. That's my logic.
I see what he's saying. I mean, when I went to Jackson Community College, I majored in business. And the reality is this, right? real entrepreneurs, and I haven't developed that bravery yet. I'm gonna be honest with you because I've been homeless before. That ain't no motherfuckers like if you listen to my lectures in the past, like I was doing work for our community while I was in a homeless shelter. That ain't where I'm at today. Like I'm straight financially. Alhamdulillah, I'm good. You get what I'm saying? But like I I haven't developed that bravery because I don't it's the fear of going back to where I once was. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So any true entrepreneur, anybody who's a successful, let me rephrase that. Anybody who's a successful entrepreneur would tell you, yo, quit your job. Quit your job. Just stop. Don't work. Because what it does is it forces you to be a beast.
Thank you.
You don't
Yes,
know
nigga,
your
you
true
depend on
you don't
yourself.
yeah, you don't know your full potential yet. And like I say, I'm not taking that bravery right now because I got a daughter on the way next month. So I'm not taking no chances because it ain't even about me no more. It's about my baby girl that's about to be born.
Thank you.
So like if it was just me, then maybe I would take that bravery where I'm at right now. But nah, hell no, not with a baby on the way. You dig what I'm saying? But they will tell you quit your job because it you don't know your full potential until you in a corner when you forced to have to fight. You get what I'm saying?
Thank
So
you.
I mean, I get what the brother's saying. I definitely get it. I mean, like I work for Chrysler, right? I'm gonna tell you something. My dream ain't Chrysler. Like that was not never my dream. I'm actually working to create generational wealth for the next man, a cracker. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm building up his dream, not mine. You get what I'm saying? My time, my energy, everything is invested in his dream in return for, right? In return for finance, a check. So I definitely get what the brother's saying. I get it. But like the other brother said, a job is a stepping stone, and that's how I'm looking at it. You
It
know,
Yep,
build
a
you up,
is.
job, a
stack up.
job is.
It's a stepping
There you
stone.
go. A job is a stepping stone. If you use the
Like
knowledge you
me,
got from that job, you can apply
Indeed.
that to your business,
yeah,
and really
Thank
like
you,
just go
me,
bro.
from there.
Real shit.
like
That's what we
like me.
lacking.
I did
That's what we
I did
lacking, my
12
nigga.
years. I did 12 years in prison. Like I only been home like a little over 2.5 years. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So this, I'm taking my time. I'm not rushing shit. I'm taking my time. Every move I make is calculated. I'm not just jumping into shit. Like no, I'm taking my
Yeah,
time. You
because
feel what I'm saying? So yeah, twin
and
it.
I'm also say this like at the end of the day, it's just about how much creation you can form within your brain that you can bring into reality. You know, if you focus hard enough and think about what you want, imagine yourself in that new home, that new car, that new whatever that may be. You know what I'm saying? But be direct in what you want it to be. You can get what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's about what's in your brain. If you can visualize what you got in your brain, you can execute it and bring it to reality. That's for anything. And a lot of us have that gift. It's just that, like you said, our job can sometimes cloud that up because you're so used to being on that job, you're not really focusing on the future or you're not really focusing
Right.
on your dreams and goals.
Exactly. That's
So it
true.
clouds
Yeah.
that vision up. And but at the same time, that's just make sure when if you want something, make sure you got a visualized image of what you want because whoever you pray to, God, devil, whatever you pray to, you can't send God an alphabet and ask for like you can't ask for God, I want a brand new house. Everybody wants that. You know what I'm saying? Give him a visualized detail of what you want so you can get what you want. Because everybody want a new house. Everybody want a new car. Okay, what type of new car? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Be more detailed. But I digress.
That's real shit. Seven. But not too many people know how to transition their mind to get what they want, bro. People just peak, which means nobody understand that half the shit you just said. Our community does not understand that, bro. Just cause niggas just talk. By them
And can
talking,
I?
you're not being conscious. You're not listening.
Yeah.
Which means you need to listen to comprehend,
Hmm.
to have an
Hmm.
understanding, and to make a decision. Niggas is not comprehending. Niggas is just talking, bruh. Cause of just
Hmm.
talking, that's why we in the space we are in. Which means like this is all about confusion. So we don't get to understand our full potential. But the potential is what we have. We have the max potential to be everything we're supposed to
Where we
be.
want to be.
But
That's correct.
yes, but the black race is limited based off Willie Lynch, my nigga. Which means if Willie Lynch told you I will suppress your grandmother, that's gonna suppress her great 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 grandmother. So which means it's gonna be in generations. So which means niggas out here is moving around and don't even know that they are mentally suppressed. Which means is nigga is trending more than that they trying to be right.
Hmm. Let me tell you
Niggas want to
something.
trend more.
Yes, because knowledge can sometimes be a toxic to our communities too. Ignorance is one, knowledge is the other. Because you can gain as much knowledge as you want. You can prove that you're smarter than everybody, but what are you applying that? You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that I my prediction to our community is ignorance is leaving, but knowledge is next. But too much knowledge can be our downfall because yes, you know a lot, but what are you applying? Yes, you proven to me that you know a lot, but what are you applying? And I see that as a constant thing that people are trying to prove who's smart who, but they're not applying, those works into the real world. You know what I'm saying? I feel like personally to me, within the next upcoming years, that's gonna be the new plague of our community and knowledge. Because yes, we got a lot of knowledge, but what are we committing that to?
Hey, bro, you hit it right on the nose. Cause look, right, check this. Like my works is documented. You know what I'm saying? I asked the
Uh,
guy before that was trying to prove he was smart. I say, okay, you saying you know this and that, but where's your works? He showed me how he passed out barbecue chicken and barbecue grill hot dogs for the community. But what does barbecue chicken and barbecue hot dogs got to do with the knowledge that you say that you know? I want to
Nothing,
see.
just free
obesity.
food, nigga.
Check out
Just free
this.
Just
food.
so you passing
Right,
out obesity. That's what I'm hearing.
right, true indeed. Like you know, people who are scientists, they produce scientific work. Psychologists, neurologists, they produce works that deal with the brain. You know, you sitting up telling me
Yeah.
you God and all that, but you ain't producing nothing godly. You only producing
Yup.
hot dogs, hamburgers, and pork chops on the grill with
Yep.
barbecue. But that has
Yup.
nothing.
Yep.
So you know, so when you look at these people, you be like, well, okay, you know all this. Where's your work at? That's when they get upset and get in their feelings hurt, bro.
Yup.
So I
Yup.
had to
Because
learn how to
I'm
stop.
gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you.
People on
Like,
this app get mad at me for asking that. So it's good to run across people who are on that same path. I don't care about what you
yeah.
think you know. What have you done with it? Where's your works? How can I find that you really certified? Like a lot of these people weren't scholars, allegedly scholars until they hit Bigo. Never
Yeah.
had
You
a
ain't never
student a
lied.
day.
That's
Never had a student a day in their life, man. Don't nobody claim they had
you ain't
student
never
deals.
lied. You ain't never
Hey,
lied, sir.
don't
You ain't
they ain't
never
got a
lied.
student
Hey,
in this
hey, but
world, bro.
I want to put y'all on though. I want to put y'all on. It's a website on Google. It's a website called Z Library. You can find any book you want on there and read it. Any book. Any book. Like the books like if you want to
What is it
like the
called? I'm
book app.
finna go on there now on my other phone. What is it called, bro?
It's called zlibrary.com. You can find any book on there. When I tell you, I got a book about black mental health. Man, book is so powerful. It talks about how, how a lot of us got slavery mindsets and how the black community is
Yes,
very
yes,
the black community is suffering from suicide. Our community is also
yes.
suffering from. It's like a thing to where when we're hurt, when we're hurting, there's not a crisis. When we're in pain, it's not a crisis. No one pays attention to us when we're hurt. You know what I mean? But when you see a white person hurt, we always go up to them, ask them how they doing, if they. But when we're hurt, we're skipped over, we're looked over. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, they okay, they'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? It goes into the black woman independent saga. It goes into all that stuff. But hey, Z Library got every book you can imagine on there. You know what I mean? You just download the book, you read it on your phone, go to town. But that's
Is it
all.
free? Is it free?
Oh yeah, it's free. Everything is free, man. I ain't gonna give you gotta pay for. You ain't gotta do none of that signing up stuff. You can just
Come on.
download the book. Like literally, you click on the book. Like if you type in um 48 Laws of Power, you put in 48 Laws of Power in the search bar. Then once you put in 48 Laws of Power, you just click on the book. It's gonna say download. It's no type of ads, nothing like that. It's gonna download.
Hey,
Boom.
big bro. Hey, check
What's
this,
good?
big bro. I downloaded it right, but this is my Z library right here. Look, that's files right there. Books and that.
Hey,
This
I feel that.
check this.
I got the same thing,
Hey,
man.
hey,
It just
look.
on the
My
go. When you want
man.
to go.
Hey,
When you want to go.
check
When you
this
want to
right.
go.
I work a lot on the road, bro. And my coworkers would be laughing at me because this suitcase, they know I got two suitcases. This is one of them. I had just repacked these up. I keep two suitcases full of books because it ain't nowhere in hell I'm finna be working on the road without my book, without some of my books. I still gotta
And
feed
that's
my
good.
intelligence, man. So Chewindi got
Yes,
my out
sir.
right there.
Knowledge is power too.
Chewindi.
Knowledge is power. One of
Now,
the powers.
now check this. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, right? I got this from Jackson Community College, right? This book deals with entrepreneurship as well as psychology. Now, it's no way anybody on the face of this earth, I want to say this, on the face of this earth could say they are an entrepreneur or a psychologist that
Mm-hmm.
haven't heard of this man right here, Simon Sinek. This is the most sought
Mm-hmm.
after speaker when it comes to not just entrepreneurship, but to a huge
Mm-hmm.
percentage of psychology. Simon Sinek, this book is called Start
Mm-hmm.
With Why. And he
Most
says,
definitely.
and this is what attracted me, Start With Why. How great leaders inspire everyone to take action, not to talk, not to
Most
have a
definitely.
dick swinging contest, not to
Uh-huh.
say who's smarter and who dumber. But great leaders inspire others to take action. And he gives us what's called the golden circle. What, the how, and then why is in the center. So and he gave great analogies, right? That how men communicate from the outside in and women communicate from the inside out.
Inside
That's
in, real
like
shit.
that's Twenty. That's like when we pop up on the scene. If our woman doing something, we say what happened. We say what's happened. But when we do something foul, our woman don't say what because she know what it is. She don't say how because she know how we did it. She say why did you do this? See, what and how is easy to answer. But one thing that forces you to be a critical thinker? Why? See, when you ask a person why, I guarantee you more than likely they'll have a mental shutdown. I guarantee. See, I'm gonna give you
Really.
another example. Check this. I told you I did 12 years in prison. When I went up for my parole interview, they didn't ask me what did I do. It's public record what I did. They didn't ask me how I did it. That was in the transcripts, which is public information. They asked me why did I. Why? Because my why for why I did what I did, robbing people, was not public
Mm-hmm.
record. It's not public record. Only I know why I did it, right? So why
Mm-hmm.
forces you to dig deep in your side. Listen, start with why, man. Before you do anything in life, don't think about what you go do and how you go do it. Think about why are you doing this? Why? Why is your purpose? Your why is the cause.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
Mm-hmm.
else come after that. Why is everything? Why? Straight up.
That's true. And
That's
I
real
also want
shit,
to share
bro.
my screen too.
Oh, go ahead, beloved. Go ahead.
How this shit work? Okay, I don't want to get.
Oh, that's your Z Books library.
Wait, can y'all hear me? I don't know if it's gonna be
Yeah, I can
echoing
hear
now,
you.
but nah, this
No,
the book.
we hear you good, bro. We hear you. You good.
But this the book right here. The Unapologetic of a Black Man. I mean, of the black, right? This book right here, man, it's so good, bro. This book right here and this book right here, the medical part. This book is also good too. It goes to how the medical field, what they did on us as black people, even to this day. Two good informational books, and this one, What Happened to You Too. Also another good book. Also, goes into black health, black mental health, black spiritual health. Also, so yeah, and it's also a good book, The Science of Getting Rich. A good book to tap into. You want to become successful, wealthy, and stuff like that. Not saying that you need to give your soul, but it more or less tells you how to tap into the good side. Like God, pretty much how God gave us abundance of life, and how to tap into that abundance of life by giving gratitude and things like that, et cetera, et cetera. But nah, you know what I mean. Just that's it.
That's dope, bro. Thank
But
you
no,
for
that's it.
sharing that information. Thank you for sharing that with us too, because I definitely downloaded that Z library, bro. And I'm finna get off
Yep.
into it ASAP. I appreciate you on that, and that's what it's about. Like That's how you could tell who really got the information. When you able to share information that's practical, universally practical, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you call, that's what we should consider true information. When you can be like, hey, okay, this is working for me and it's practical. You download this app, you could read almost any book, long as it's been published, you could read it for free.
Mm-hmm.
That's real brotherhood, and that's real knowledge right there. Straight up.
Oh yes, sir. I like to say is I like one thing I can say is one thing. What I want for myself is what I want for others. I treat people's hearts as if it was mine. How I see
That's the
life.
golden rule. Hey,
Yes,
look, I
sir.
need I need all y'all to make sure y'all following me too, man. Make sure y'all follow me. Inshallah, I'll be able to go live tomorrow before I leave out of town. For those who don't know, I work out of town. Oh, Congo man, say what app was that?
The app. No, it's a website. It's called Z. I'll put it in the comments.
Y'all appreciate
I
it.
no better yet. I just get to see. I just get the CLR off. I get the link to put it in the comments.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Make sure y'all get that link too. Straight up. I
Nigga,
need
I already got it. Z Library. I already got that
to indeed. I made sure I snatched that joke up, bro. Straight up. I made
shit. Z
sure I
Library.
snatched that up.
Yup, Z
I need
Library,
y'all to make
man.
sure y'all come through tomorrow too, man.
When
I
I found that
appreciate
website
you.
out, boy, oh my god, I love reading to begin with. When I found it out, man,
Indeed.
you can find comic books and everything on there. I like, damn,
Everything.
I got
I'm
everything.
on that
Yeah,
joint.
but do you,
I'm on that joint, man.
do you know how I started
You
reading,
said
bro?
what?
It took me to get incarcerated to start reading, my dude. Which means I started reading in jail.
Me too.
I went to jail as a
Me too.
dummy.
Straight up.
Which
Mm,
means I came out
mm.
as a different person. And I did only 3 years, right? But the the 3 years I did, I get to understand I don't want to be a number, which means I don't want to be a statistic, right?
No
The first
problem,
book
man.
I ever read in jail was to do business for dummy, my nigga. Which means I read the book, doing what is it? Business for dummy. Which means I read the
Yes,
business
business
for
for
dummy
dummy. I know
book.
what you're talking. I know the book you're talking
Yes,
about.
that was
Okay.
the only book. Yes, that was the only book at the library at that time. Is when I had my visit at the library, which was books for dummy, right? And cause I was so bored, I like fuck it, let me get this book, my nigga. I read that book, bro. That shit changed my life, my nigga. Which mean the minute I came out of jail, bro, I felt like
I'm
I
gonna
had a
start back
purpose.
holding entrepreneurship class too, CO baby. So I think you would be interested. I actually went to school and I majored in business. I took
Okay.
psychology along with leadership and along with entrepreneurship. In college, they would tell you those three courses is they marriable. They all three married to each other. It's like a polygamous relationship, a polygamous
It
marriage
is. It
between
is a polygamous marriage. That's
entrepreneurship,
real shit.
psychology, and leadership. So uh real soon I'm gonna be hosting uh my we're broadcasting my entrepreneurship class because the people really enjoyed that. We had like 400 or 500 people in the building when I was teaching on that entrepreneurship. So I think you will find it to be dope, man. Look, I really love and appreciate each and every one of y'all for coming to my panel. For those who don't know, I used to host on here, so I'm no longer hosting. I got robbed on here for my check. So
How can you get
um,
robbed on bingo? How can you get robbed on bingo, bro?
well, when you make your quota, this is how it works. Bigo pays your agency when you make your quota, and your agency is supposed to pay you. I didn't get paid.
So wait, you gotta go through a third party in order to make your
Yes.
money through bingo, bro?
Yes, so they won't let
Oh
me out my
wow.
contract right. Yeah, they won't let me out my contract right now. So, that's why I tell people don't gift me. And my supporters, they send me cash steps instead of gifting me beans. So yeah, I know that's hella. And Eli, you remember y'all helped me make that quota, bro. You, Domo, it was a few of y'all, bro. But you went crazy for me, Eli, for real, bro. You too, Kodo. You too. You too, beloved. Be safe. So yeah, y'all went crazy to help me make it, but they kept my money, so all is well. If y'all
They
able
kept
to,
that shit for real?
yeah, I didn't get my bread at all. That's why if y'all pay attention, me and my admin tell y'all not to gift me. Eli, can you hear me, bro? Watch
Yeah,
this. If I was still hosting, would I not be sitting on more beans than I'm sitting on right now?
yeah, you be sitting on more, most definitely.
If ain't nobody else gonna make sure I'm straight, my brother Eli gonna make sure I'm straight. And
Yes,
my
sir.
admin and my family. I don't take beans no more. But people don't know that. That's why I'm sitting on 42.
You
So
can't
that's
you
why I
can't
told
create a new
y'all.
profile or something? Come with hosts like that?
Honestly, I've been thinking about creating a new profile, right? But my numbers is up on this one. So what I said is, man, it make much more sense to just do Cash App as opposed to being a host. Because when you think about it, this app, we not getting all the money that y'all sending us anyway. We only get 30%, and the app keeps 70%. And we not even getting our full 30%. That's the thing that people not. It's a whole business side to this app. Do y'all know a shield costs what, 26, $29?
Yeah.
We
What
don't
course?
get the full, we don't get the fullness of that. For a shield, we probably get like $5, $6.
Yeah, but you gotta understand it's a business though. Without you won't be able to broadcast nor be a host. So just because of that, they gotta make some type
No,
of
you
money, bro.
CEO, check this, bro. You got people that broadcast that's not hosts. It's a difference between a broadcaster and a host.
You're right, and that's what I'm trying to say. So, which mean by you being a
Yeah.
host, that's how to get to make the money. By you being a broadcast, you just get to share your share your teaching with people. So, which means you're doing it genuinely. But if you become
Yeah.
a host, they feel like you have to pay for it just because. That's how I think they seen it in their brain. And that's why you gotta go through a third party, and most of the
They
agency that
Yeah.
that
They
is on
looking for
bingo
ways to
probably already
monetize.
understand.
Yeah, they looking for ways to monetize off us. But I seen one of the brothers, one of the kings on here named Pastor P, and he was unable to host. And so what he did was just was like, fuck it, send me cash apps. And that cuts out the middle, it cut out the Koreans, and it cuts out these Negroes who run their agencies and taking your money too. So I
Yeah, I
just say
figure.
forget it. Twindy. So I say I'ma just cut off the Koreans and the Negroes. Just send me mine direct. It's cheaper and it's better. So
Yep.
so yeah, I just had to cut off both parties, man. So I appreciate y'all for coming through. If y'all can, man, come through tomorrow. If I go live, and also if y'all can donate to that CA, it don't matter if it's 50 cents. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter 50 cents. Straight up, I love and appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all continue coming. We gonna hold that entrepreneurship class soon. Thank you, Tariq. Peace and love, Queen. Make sure y'all come through and continue supporting me. I love you all to life. We gonna continue bringing y'all an informative panel with
Thank you.
intelligence. So I appreciate y'all.
Yo,
You
peace,
good,
Yeah,
bro.
CEO,
thank
baby?
you
Make
too,
sure you
bro.
follow me, bro. Peace and love,
Yeah, I will
family.
follow you. I follow you, and you are intelligent individual, and you made me to understand that not everybody on bingo is the same, bro. So yes, this
Absolutely.
was one of the best conversation I had on this bitch because everybody in this room was real. So I appreciate your realness, and next time I
I
definitely
appreciate
will
you
be
too.
on your panel, bro. Real shit. And I mean,
I
I always
appreciate
argue
you
with
too, bro.
niggas.
Keep coming, my baby. You hear me? Keep coming, brother. Straight up.
I've been kicked out of most panels just because I'm a strong opinion.
No, listen. I want you to have a strong opinion here, brother. Straight up. Keep having them strong opinions, because this the panel for it. You hear me? And I'm gonna let you
All right,
rock
bro.
out. I'm gonna let you rock
All right,
out.
bro.
So I'll
Yeah,
see
but
y'all
anything
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
man. Yeah. I don't
I'll
know
tune in
exactly what
tomorrow.
time. Absolutely. I'll see y'all
I'll
tomorrow,
follow
man.
you right
Peace and
now.
love.
I'm gonna
Absolutely.
follow you right now. When I guess when you do come on tomorrow, I'm gonna get like an alert, right?
Yeah, yep. You go get an alert.
All right,
All right. Peace and love, family. Peace.
all right, bro, bro.